Yo, laughing man, what's up, my brother? Thank you for being here. I love you, my brother. Mark, what's up? Thank you for being here. Yo, laughing man, what's up, my? Thank you, guys. Thank you for stopping by the live. Thank you. You guys are amazing. All right, so I think I have a good amount of videos tonight that I really want to check out. I really want to react to. So I think it'll be an interesting. I think it'll be a good live. I think it'll be a good live. Okay. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully you guys react with me. Right. React along with me. That'll be fun. That'll be amazing. Right. So I don't know. For me recently, I've been watching a lot of Chinese related videos in the sense that, what's going on in China. So I was seeing like these, well, we are going to see tonight that what is the results of feminism? Red Door, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Well, like I said, I think we always think that, like over here in the West, right? In America, so many women, right? So many people don't understand that what is the result? What is the consequences of feminism? Okay. I've said this where I believe, we see how everything, right, when the start of feminism till now is exactly the results of feminism. It is a result of feminism. So things like, let's say how men's content came about, passport bros, how the surgence of, men want to become women. I think pretty much all problems or all issues or anything is the result of feminism. So people will be detractors saying that no, that's not true. That's not maybe, but watching videos of, let's say in China and stuff, we are seeing the consequences of it. We're seeing a mirror image where a lot of the things that we have a problem with, well, place like China, who is their workforce, their female workforce is growing. More women than ever are having exact equality. They're having equal rights as the men are. So we can see what is the results of feminism and compare it, right? So I have a bunch of videos I want to check out, and I think it shows me that it's happening. It's happening. So let's check these videos out. Let's check this one out.
你想不明白，为什么你这么优秀，你这么好，他却不知道珍惜。
I really don't understand why, at 35 years old, I'm so outstanding, I'm so good, yet the boyfriend I've been with for 2 years still doesn't know how to cherish me. I have a master's degree, and I'm currently the HR director of a publicly listed company, with a monthly salary of over 30,000 yuan. Within the
You see that? The results of feminism, right there. What did she do? She named her education her career, and then wonder why at 35 her boyfriend doesn't appreciate her. This right here. This is what I'm talking about. Why? Wow. I was watching this clip, just a little bit of it, right? And I was like, that is the mirror image of America. Women lead with their accomplishments and think, why aren't men appreciating me? Why don't men want me? Right? I have so many degrees. I have a career. I make so much money. Why aren't men wanting me? And this is the problem, right? This is why these Asian women, foreign women, don't understand. But here in America, we already do. We have been experiencing the boom and the results of feminism for years. Right? And this is why men's content has grown in the last decade or so. Shit like this is happening overseas.
circle of women he's able to access, I'm already the ceiling he can ever hope to reach. Why wouldn't he treasure someone as excellent as me, and instead, choose that 28-year-old woman who's not even worth a single strand of my hair? You have to understand, she only has a junior college degree, and she's just a low-level clerk. Is it really just because she's younger than me? I devoted all my time, energy, and money to this relationship. I took care of him in every possible way, gave everything I had, and in return, he acted as if he saw nothing. He made me feel like I was begging him for affection, as if I were beneath him. Not only did he not appreciate my efforts, but he trampled on my dignity again and again, treated me with coldness and cruelty, and said heartbreaking things to me. Each word was like a knife stabbing into my heart. I truly hope all my sisters can understand.
Now, I will say this. If it's true the things she said, how she treats him, if she treats him amazingly, right? I think that's terrible of the guy. I think that's disgusting of her boyfriend. So, uh, it's teaching women to hate men. Yes, it is, right? And it's teaching women to view men in a different light. So here's the thing: where if she treats him, if she treats her boyfriend great, and this man just wants to go with a younger woman, I think that's idiotic. I'll call that out. That's stupid. If you're being treated amazingly by a woman, but you just want to go for a younger woman, that's stupid. That's absolutely idiotic. Now, I question it. Okay, I question if that's true, because here's the thing: women that are overly accomplished, they develop certain habits, certain mannerisms, certain way of thinking. They have very masculine traits, very masculine mindset. They're disagreeable, they're combative, they are, usually it's my way or the highway. So, maybe I'm assuming that here's a woman that is relatively accomplished. She is probably making this man feel less of a man, probably taking charge of the relationship. Now she may be doing nice things for him, but maybe holding it over his head, right? Maybe just this is the thing where I just say this, where a lot of women don't understand that your accomplishments don't make you attractive. It may not make you less attractive, but it definitely doesn't make you more attractive. It is usually how you treat a man, okay? Especially how you look, correct? But also how you treat a man. So if she's saying that's how she treats her boyfriend is correct, yeah, I say that man is an ass. I'll straight up say that man is an ass. But who knows? Women, sometimes people will paint such a nice picture of themselves when in reality, they're not that great. So I question it, but if it's true, that man is an ass.
Understand one thing. In a relationship, the person who gives their heart sincerely is not wrong. The one who betrays that sincerity.
Exactly. This is a thing where a lot of women don't recognize. They don't, and maybe subconsciously, where they are treating the man like he's beneath her. Oh, he doesn't make him as much as you. He's not as accomplished as you. Even if he is, right? Even if he's your equal, accomplished women usually view men as equals beneath them. So that could be the case.
The one who takes us for granted is the one who doesn't deserve us. If he doesn't know how to cherish me, it's because he has no vision, no capability, and no luck. Someone like me, so exceptional, will never let one wrong man define the worth of her entire life. Maybe this low point in life.
And it's the ego for me. I swear, I think one of the worst things about feminism is like it has made so many women egotistical. I'm surprised. I mean, I'll be honest. This is data, right? It says that generally men are more egotistical, but I can't understand why men don't have such big egos. I mean, I'm saying men in general because seriously, they don't get the opportunities to, be egotistical. Wow, women, it's like other women will validate your feelings, will prop you up. It's like, but men don't get that. So I'm surprised, but this is the thing. Women are so egotistical. It is insane. Thinking that you are so amazing, I think that's crazy.
Is hard to get through, but I believe that once I push through, my life will start soaring like a cheat code has been activated, rising step by step, becoming more and more brilliant. As for him, he's just a small chapter in my life story, a name not even worth pondering again and again. He might think now that he made the right choice, but in the future, he'll realize, letting go of me means letting go of the best possibility he ever had. Because a man who can't even tell the difference between good and bad is destined to accomplish nothing in life, and he is absolutely not worthy of someone like me.
这么漂亮，一定很好找对象吧？
A lot of people say since I'm so pretty, it should be easy for me to find a boyfriend. But the reality is, it's really not like that. I've also confessed my feelings to someone I liked before, but I got rejected. Everyone says, when a man chases a woman, it's like crossing a mountain. When a woman chases a man, it's like pulling away a veil, meaning that
Laughing man, thank you.
if a woman takes the initiative, the chances of success are very high. But reality gave me a hard slap in the face. The man I liked, the one I confessed to, he actually rejected me. That feeling of liking someone but not getting a response, it's really painful. It's like you see something you really love, you desperately want to bring it home, but you realize you simply have no way of taking it with you. Over time, I've come to understand that just having good looks really doesn't mean anything. Being pretty isn't everything, and it's definitely not a shortcut to happiness. Especially in today's society, men's standards for women are getting higher and higher. You not only have to be good-looking, but you also need to be well-educated, capable, have a respectable job, and even possess emotional intelligence, be able to manage life well, and have achievements in your career. All
This is why I question that men's standards have gotten higher. Really? I question that. I don't believe so. Now, here's the thing. Now, I wouldn't say this, where I think the issue is that men, the standards of men that has gotten higher is the desirable men, right? Top tier men, yes, those men that honestly experience high amount of desire, right? A lot of women want him. A lot of women want him. Well, I think his standard will goes up. I don't think average men, their standards will go up. That's my personal opinion, because I really don't think men's standards are going up like that.
of these standards stacked together, only then might you have a bit more competitiveness in the dating market. So sometimes I also wonder, why is it like this? I'm good-looking, and yet I still can't escape the helplessness of loving but not being loved back. I guess this is what people call...
Here's the thing also. This woman, I probably translated, she says she's good looking so many times, which is questionable. Where she's a lot of, this is a thing where, and it's not a bad thing. Most people are average at best. Average at best. So where this may be a cope is that, oh, men's standards are going up. So, you know, I'm so good looking. That's why I was rejected, because men's standards are so high. Is it? Is it really? Or the more accurate thing is that you're not that good looking. You're very average. So he wasn't that interested. A lot of women, a lot of people really are having a hard time with that because of ego. I believe so many women, particularly modern day women, have such high egos, they can't comprehend, oh, he thinks I'm not attractive. That's why he rejected me. So what women are trying to cope with is that, oh, because these men's standards are so high, that's why they rejected me. Not because of my looks. It's because, you know, these men have such high, this man has such high standards.
reality. Life sometimes is really hard. I'm already 35 this year and I'm so anxious. My parents are constantly pressuring me to get married. What exactly should I do?
一个男大学生拒绝了，凭什么拒绝我呀？
I really can't understand. A 31-year-old man with only a bachelor's degree, currently with no income at all, not even a job, actually had the nerve to reject me. I, a high-quality older leftover woman earning 10,000 yuan per month, although already 36 years old and older than him, am not delusional. I know exactly what I'm worth. I was willing to lower myself to like a younger guy. Isn't that already giving him enough face? A young man who's just starting out, with no money, no career, actually thinks I'm not good enough for him. Actually expects me to humbly chase after you. In the end, is it just because you think I'm too old or not good enough? Do you dare to admit it? Aren't you just hoping to find a woman who's even richer? I just want to ask you, with your kind of conditions, do you really think a sugar mommy would be into you? Do you think they would truly love you like I do, understand you, give everything for you? Would they be willing to sacrifice for you without expecting anything in return, like I do? What gives you the right to be so picky? Don't forget,
You don't even have a stable income. Do you really think just because you're young and have some physical strength, you can easily find a well-off woman to take care of you? I admit, I'm not wealthy either, but at least I'm willing to love you sincerely. Who do you think you are? At the end of the day, aren't you just a temporarily young scumbag?
我都这么优秀了，凭什么看不上我？
I'm already so outstanding. What gives him the right to look down on me? This was the exact line spoken to me a few days ago by a 39-year-old woman with a PhD who came to our matchmaking agency. She truly has impressive credentials. Living in Chengdu, owning 2 large luxury apartments under her name, driving a luxury car, and working as a financial director in a foreign company, by any measure, she's the epitome of an elite woman.
No, she's the epitome of an elite man. This is the problem. What feminism have done, right? What feminism has done is destroyed what it's like to be a woman. What it means to be a woman. You know, I had a client, a woman, who's like telling me these stories, right? How she's a nurse, right? Taking care of these, like mentally challenged people. And I'm just like, my God, that's amazing. I'll say this. I think very few men can do that. Very few men can handle such an emotional toll of what you're doing. That is the strength of women, right? The nurturing, the caring of people. That's a strength that women have that I think very few men can have, because very few men can handle such a strong emotional toll as taking care of people, taking care of children, seeing hardships of children, of people, all that shit. Very few men can handle that. That's why when that's why men go for, the love of things like engineering, mathematics, things like that. And that's why women go for the love of people. It's what people can handle. But what feminism is doing, it's changing how women think. Oh, I want to chase money. I want to chase materialism. I want to chase property. I want to be financially successful. It's like, you're becoming a man. You're becoming the man that you want. And at the end of the day, since you are becoming a man that you want, what man is going to want another man? Then you might as well find a gay man. But sadly, you have women parts. So even those men don't want that.
Last week, she came to our agency and took a liking to a man with
Sham, what's up? And Arc Knight, what's up?
Only an ordinary bachelor's degree. But to her shock, he rejected her on the spot. And she was so furious she nearly exploded right then and there. She just couldn't figure it out, so she asked the man directly why he rejected her. And the man didn't beat around the bush. He said plainly, "No matter how great your conditions are, I don't need your house or your car. What I want is a woman who is willing to have children, care for the family, and be home-oriented. You're so strong and capable. After marriage, are you going to keep fighting for your career, or can you truly settle down and return to family life?" Hearing that, she broke down a little right on the spot. She's hot-tempered and couldn't hold back her anger, so she snapped back on the spot. "You just have no taste, do you?" The man didn't back down either and fired right back. "A woman who can't have children? What's so excellent about that?" When she finished telling me all of this, she was still visibly emotional. But did she really do anything wrong? Or is it that society's definition of an excellent woman must still include reproductive ability and family value? And nothing more?
为什么我长得漂亮？
This is the thing. Society of what an excellent woman is. This is something that a lot of people need to understand, particularly women, okay? We have to learn to make distinctions. An excellent person is different than an excellent, let's say, man or a woman. So an excellent man or woman is usually determined by the market, okay? So an excellent woman is determined by what's the buyers of her product, okay? That is it. The same thing with a man. Men have to accept that. What's top tier men? We all as men, we understand that. What makes you a top tier man? Saying that, oh, I'm a good man, I'm a moral man, I'm a nice guy, and all shit. That doesn't make you top tier in women's eyes. Like seriously, I just saw this video of a woman saying, oh, a man that cooks, cleans, emotionally stable, he's a good guy. He's just an average woman. Yeah. No man, every man knows that doesn't make you a top tier man. Okay? Being rare in women's eyes, what makes you top tier, right? It's the height, it's the genetics, it's the looks, it's the charm, it's the money. That's what makes you top tier. Men know this. That's because that's the market. Women seem to not understand the market. Yes, if you are financially successful, that makes you a successful human being. That doesn't make you a successful woman in a man's eyes. Dawson, what's up?
Why is it that I look pretty, yet no one is pursuing me, while even average-looking girls have guys chasing after them? Yesterday, a girl came to me for advice. She's 32 years old, has never been in a relationship, and has never had anyone pursue her. That's what she said herself. She said, I feel like I'm quite pretty, so why don't any men go after me? Then she showed me a few of her selfies. All the photos were heavily filtered and beautified. She asked me, look, don't I look pretty? Hearing her say that, I honestly wanted to laugh. I told her, turn off the beauty filter, take off the makeup, and you'll probably understand why no one's pursuing.
Oh, and China's having a problem with that. China is having a problem with that. They are heavy on the makeup, heavy on the filters. That's why it makes them even more absurd.
You. To be honest, many girls who are actually just average-looking love turning on the beauty filter than doing their makeup. That way they feel good about how they look. There's nothing wrong with that, really. But if you overdo the beauty effect to the point where the person in the photo looks like someone completely different from who you actually are, then there's a problem. Because there's literally no such thing in this world as a genuinely beautiful woman who has no one chasing after her. I have a friend, she's not stunning or drop-dead gorgeous, but she usually just puts on some light makeup and uses a subtle beauty filter. And the result? She looks like a celebrity. There are so many guys lining up to pursue her. Do you really think men are blind? What man doesn't like a beautiful woman? I think this girl asking the question is simply too confident. She's overestimating her own attractiveness. This question is like asking why some tall, rich, and handsome guys don't have girls liking them while average guys do. Classic case of sour grapes, you just can't get it, so you claim it's not worth it. So don't go around thinking it's because you're too pretty that no one is chasing you. Simply that you're actually not that pretty. You're just overly confident about your looks. Go take a good look in the mirror. Stop looking at your beautified, filtered self through your phone.
我今年33岁，硕士学历，优质大龄剩女。
I'm 33 years old this year, with a master's degree, and I guess you could say I'm a high-quality leftover woman of advanced age. I used to never worry about finding a partner. Always felt that as long as I wanted to, I would surely meet the right person. But once I actually started going on blind dates, I finally realized how cruel reality can be. The other party doesn't care at all about your education or job. The first things they ask about are your age and physical condition. They all say, if we meet at 33...
I've said this before, and I really wish women would understand. When it comes to the dating market, people will only care what they can benefit from. It's just, I think that's just how people are, right? I think that's the nature of people. We only care what we will benefit from. This is the thing where, here's the thing. Women. Why do women care about men's money? Why? Because nowadays, women are equal. Women can make money themselves. Women can, women are just as educated as men. Because at the end of the day, women benefit if a man has money. No matter how much money she has, she will still benefit from a man's money. Women get dates paid for, gifts, bills, rent, so on and so on, trips, whatever. So she benefits from a man's money. So no surprise, money is important to her. But what women seem to not understand, men don't benefit from a woman's money. Now, a woman that's educated, that has a job, great. At best, he hopes she's not a leech. At best, he hopes she's not a leech. But usually, she still drains him of his resources. Men understand that. So, even if she has money, even if she's a CEO, she still has rules that you have to pay for the date. You have to be the man who pays. You have to be the provider. So, even though she has money, it's meaningless. So, men don't care about your education or your career because at the end of the day, it doesn't benefit him. He can't get nothing from it. What men can get from is your beauty, your youth, your body, your womb. That's pretty much it, right? How you treat him, that's nice too, but those are the physical things that he can get. Okay? And that's why men care. Well, of course, nothing is all, right? Nothing is all, but...
Then having a child would have to wait until after 35.
and in the eyes of men, that already makes you an older mother, considered a high-risk group. Previously, someone offered to introduce me to a guy born in 1994, but as soon as he found out I was older than him, he immediately declined politely. Just last week, someone introduced me to a 40-year-old man. We had just exchanged a few basic details about each other on WeChat, and then he stopped replying, like he just blocked me outright. This series of failures has made me feel completely worthless. Today is Saturday, and I can't bring myself to do anything. I've been curled up in my rental apartment all day, staring into space, not wanting to do a single thing. I used to love attending all kinds of social events, but now? I don't even feel like stepping outside. But honestly, I really don't think there's anything wrong with me. I have a solid educational background, a stable job, and I'm not bad looking, so why won't they even give me a chance to be known? I truly feel unwilling to accept this, and even a little defiant. Just because I'm older, does that mean I deserve to be ignored? Does being a woman in her 30s mean that no matter how outstanding she is, she no longer deserves love? I don't want to accept that, but reality keeps forcing me to lower my head.
I want to say this to all the older single women.
A lot of women don't understand. It's your attitude. Now, one, it's probably your looks as well. A lot of women are actually very average. Very average. Yet such high, the personality of a 9, the looks of a 5 or a 4. Insane. It's an insane combo. So that's where a lot of women are failing. You have such egos when honestly you're very average. So I think that's a detriment for a lot of women. Let's do a TikTok video. Let's do a TikTok. I want to, intersperse it. I have a couple of Asian videos that I want to intersperse with it. So, but we'll do, we'll jump back and forth with different ones. All right. I can see that. Laughing man, I can see that. I agree. All right. This has been an interesting TikTok. A couple of it, right? So this creator will talk about male friends. I thought it was interesting, so want to know what you guys think. So let's react to it together.
I love the moment whenever I'm out with a guy friend and I put my card down for something and people just look at me like, oh my gosh, poor girl, her man's not covering her tab. That is the most hilarious thing ever, and I live for it every single time because, yeah, it is a little bit uncomfortable. And I get these looks from people like they genuinely feel bad for me, or they're looking at my guy friend like, you aren't gonna cover her tab, like, you bum. My friend's not a bum, like, my friend is just not my man. And that kills me. It is so funny. Sometimes I even like to play into it, is like, just look at them like that. Do guys like experience that as well? Like whenever you're out with your friend that's a girl, do you feel pressure to like put your card down so that like strangers don't think you're a bum?
We guys stop giving a shit about strangers. Stop giving a shit about strangers. I just wanted to give a little bit of, this is that kind of woman, so let's go into her actual video.
You're my homeboy, but you're still a man, so there are things that I expect from you even though we're not in a romantic relationship. Let's get to it. Number one, if you are in the car with me while I'm getting gas, you are pumping my gas. I don't know why that one's controversial. Pump this gas. I also expect you to put me on the correct side of the sidewalk. Do you want me to die or not? Exactly! Number 3, you are the DDH, designated door holder. Why would I be opening the door? You are a man. I don't expect you to cover anything financially, and I don't expect you to carry my bags if we go shopping, although that one pains me and it took a lot of growth. It took a lot of growth. I don't love to carry a bag in the store. God, that one really hurts though. I feel like there's more and I can give you more if you're really that interested. You're my homeboy, but you're still...
Why do you think men in manosphere content say do not be friends with women? It's because of shit like this. Shit like this. This is a thing where it's all about using you. So what do you get, like, it's like, I find it funny when we say, oh, what do you get out from being friends with women? What do women give you? Advice? Okay, yeah, great. I really want advice from a woman. Okay, particularly women like these. Now, I will say this, right? I'm going to preference that my sisters, or particularly my one sister, she's mad smart, mad logical. So I would go to her for advice. So that I'm not saying that women give terrible advice. No. Tell me, would you think this woman would give you good advice when her brain is like this? No. So this is the problem where generally, sadly, it's not a beneficial thing to be friends with women. It's actually they are using you, particularly as a man. Because think about this: women do not have the same expectations when they have female friends. But as a male friend, she has expectations on you. The insanity of that. Because you are a man, you must do this to be her friend. But imagine if she did this mindset with another woman. The audacity, right? So already there, she views you less than her other friends. Okay? She's not saying, oh, women need to, my female friends need to do this and that for me. No. But as a man, right, as a male friend, you need to do this and that for me. That is the insanity of it. And this is why, what's the point of being friends with women? Because let's say this, men having friends, you're not expected, just be a good friend. You're not expected to treat them special, to treat them different. That's the insanity of it. If you are a good man, you care for your friend, you're there for your friend, you'll be doing that to all your friends. Not just, that's because it's a male friend, they gotta be different. Female friend, they gotta be different. That is fucking insane. Absolutely disgusting too.
A man, so there are things that I expect from you even though we're not in a romantic relationship. Let's get to it. Number one, if you are in the car with me while I'm getting gas, you are pumping my gas.
I swear, this is a thing where I've said this before. Women don't really view men as friends. They don't. No matter what relationship, what position you have in a woman's life, if you're not useful, she don't want you. If she can't use you as a tool, she don't want you. Right? Women don't care to, hang out with you, talk with you, like how she would be with other female friends. No. Women don't view women as tools, as if you're useful or not. But to men, if you're not useful, you're not a friend. They don't need you around if you're not useful. Because I guarantee you, if she was in a car with another woman, would she expect that woman to get out of the car and pump her gas? No. Just because you're a man, you must be made useful. And it's like, this is the thing where, and yet you wonder why men don't desire to treat women equally. Because at the end of the day, women wouldn't treat men equal.
I don't know why that one's controversial. Pump this gas. I also expect you to put me on the correct side of the sidewalk. Do you want me to die or not?
Okay, do you want her to die? So it's okay for him to die for you? Why? Why is it okay for him to die? Again, this is the thing where, why would you be friends with anyone that only thinks about themselves? What's the point? It's like, literally, what's the point of having a female friend? I really don't understand. Because here's a woman that literally explains there's no point. And I feel that's bad, right? But women like this proves men's point. For a long time, men in men's spaces have said, no, do not be in the friend zone. Do not be friends with women. It is a pointless thing. It's useless. It's draining. Only thing she does is use you. No, do not be friends with women. And I'm sorry, women like this prove men right.
Exactly. Number 3, you are the DDH, designated door holder. Why would I be opening the door? You are a man. I don't expect you to cover any.
Does that mean you're just a weak woman? You're weak, you're dainty, you're useless. Isn't this misandrous as well? Isn't this, well, not misandrous, misogyny, right? Viewing women as weak, as inferior. You can't even open your own door. You're so weak, right? You're so weak and inferior to a man. You can't even open your door. You can't even pump your gas. So you need a man to do it. Sounds like the hate of women to me.
Anything financially, and I don't expect you to carry my bags if we go shopping, although that one pains me and it took a lot of growth. I don't love to carry a bag in the store. God, that one really hurts though. I feel like there's more and I can give you more if you're really that interested. You're my homeboy, but you're still a man, so there are things that I...
Ridiculous.
Like, why does everything have to come with rules and expectations? The funny part is, I guarantee you 70% of men would do...
Yo, I got tears in my eyes because this is so scary that this is controversial. So he's talking about, like, why do women have to put expectations on men? Why can't y'all just be cool? Why can't we just be friends, right? So I'm thinking that Shorty said some crazy stuff in her video. This is what she...
Again, okay? Women do not qualify for gentlemanly behavior. On this app, on social media, every fucking day, at least for me, right? My FYP may be a bit crazy than yours. You get women insulting men every day. You get women having think pieces of men every day, saying men are this, men are that, blah, blah, blah. You think men desire to be gentlemanly to women that just hates them? Women that shits on him? Women that thinks little of him? Every day you hear women say men are dangerous. Men are violent. Men are terrible. Men are trash. Men are this. Men are creeps. Men are ugly. It's like, are you kidding me? And now here you think about, oh, this shit, like, men doing this for women shouldn't be controversial. Really? Who are you to expect shit like this? Why don't you, I find it insane that the group that demand equality, right? The group that demanded equality is treating men as less than, right? Treating men not as equals.
So there are things that I expect from you even though we're not in a romantic relationship. Let's get to it. Number one, if you are in the car with me while I'm getting gas, you are pumping my gas.
Shorty went on to say she expects her guy friend to pump her gas, open doors when he's around her, and...
Yo, Alvy! You're in time for the cringe.
And to walk with her at the inside of the street. That she does not expect him to do anything financially for her. Like, if they're out, shopping, she doesn't expect them to hold her bags, nothing like that. Literally, pump her gas if he's in the car with her, right? Put her on the inside of the street if they're walking together on the street, and to open doors. And these men are in the comments like, why are they expecting us to do things that we only do for bitches we like? You're not a gentleman. And that's why when women say, oh, there's no such thing as a nice guy, y'all think y'all are nice guys. This is what nice guys do. This is what real nice guys do. My guy friends open the door for me. My guy friends won't even let me touch a door. And I'm talking about car doors. And I think that's above and beyond. Because I was dating a man that didn't even open a car door for me. I have a guy friend that won't even let me touch a car door, let alone a door to an establishment. Okay? He's definitely going to pump the gas. He would feel weird as a man to not pump the gas. And he's definitely going to have me on the inside of the street. Why? Because he's a gentleman. Not because he wants to hunch me. But y'all can't be nice to women that y'all don't want to fuck.
Great. Right? Great. This is a thing where no one's controlling other men to do whatever they want to do. We're all fucking adults. You want to be a gentleman? Cool. No one says don't be a gentleman. The problem is when you have expectations on men. When you put expectations on men. That woman, right, said, I expect these from my male friends. You put expectations on men. That's the problem. Now, a man wants to fucking simp for you. He wants to, like, bend over backwards and let you just pump it away. Fine. As adults, we do what the fuck we want. No one is telling other adults don't do shit. No. Okay? You do what you want to do. You want to be in the friend zone? Good for you. All the power to you. The problem is, right? One, when you have expectations on it. Two, men are usually telling other men. We're talking to other men like, you know what? You want to do what you want to do, but Here are the results, right? These are the things that can happen. Do what you want. No one's telling a man not to simp, or you know what? Forcing a man not to simp. You want to simp? Cool. You want to like be a doormat? Cool. Go for it. We hope men will have self-respect. Care for yourself. Understand that, you know what? The world won't be kind to you. You think these women that you're being nice guys to, gentlemen to, at the end of the day, then what? What you think these women are what? At the end of the day, how great are they to you? Because at the end of the day, you got to realize that there comes to a point where you are giving more than you're receiving. It's nice that these men are gentlemen to their friends, but at the end of the day, it comes to a point where if you come to a stage where you're just giving and never receiving, you're never thinking about yourself. You are setting the tone for how your life will go, right? You're setting the tone for how you go about relationships. And a lot of men will wake up from that eventually, right? You spend years, right? You spend years of being the nice guy, the simp, the gentleman. And then you find out that, you know what? Women will treat you like trash. Women will say, "Oh, I want the gentleman. I want the nice guys." Okay. And then you see that why is every time women treating men like shit? Why every woman that says they want these guys, I try to go for her, she rejects me or she treats me like shit. She ghosts me, all this stuff. Men will then learn that, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm done giving and never receiving. Now, young bulls, right? Yeah, the young bulls, fine. Do what you want. I guarantee you, a lot of these are the young men. A lot of these are the young men. Cool, right? No one's stopping these young men to do the shit they want. But they will fucking learn. Like all men, we will learn. We are learning. Okay? The whole manosphere shit. All these men, okay? All these men on all these videos, on all these comments, these chats, they were fucking there. Right? All these men were fucking there already. They did that shit. They were nice guys. Or not saying they're not nice guys anymore, but they were the gentlemen to strangers or to female friends. They were. Only to find out that, you know what? When it's reverse, they are the ones treated like shit. They're the one who's treated like shit. They're the one neglected. They're the one not needed. Right? They're the one abused and used. They will wake up. Now, if things happen good for you, awesome. But a lot of those men, a lot of those young men grow up to being, older men and realize that, no, that was a stupid shit. That was stupid of me. But, live and learn, right? You live and learn. But what do you guys think? You saw the video, a guy did that and he didn't even know the girl and he had a crushed in skull. What's on life support? And I've done a few videos, right? On white knights, men jumping in, trying to be good guys, nice guys, saviors, white knights, shit like that. At the end of the day, do what you want. But a lot of men are learning. A lot of men are learning that it's like going above and beyond for strangers, for people that, you know what, at the end of the day, they wouldn't look twice at you, right? If something happened to you, they move on with their life. That's what a lot of us men, we have, like, we say this a lot, okay? Women will sacrifice their man, women will sacrifice their family for their happiness, while men will sacrifice their happiness for their family. And then we gotta learn, like, what the fuck, right? At the end of the day, men will sacrifice everything for everyone else. Then we realize no one will sacrifice shit for a man. No one is sacrificing shit for a man. Particularly good men, no one is sacrificing nothing for good men. So, I don't know. I mean, some of us have to learn if it's we have to learn the hard way. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? We'll see what it is. This is interesting. This is like the kind of the uh what is it? It's not resurgent. The creation of passport bros in China. So I thought it was interesting.
And another guy's in the works. He's heading to the Philippines this Christmas to marry his girl and bring her back. In August, a farmer vlogger from western Guangdong revealed that a Filipino woman had married into his village. She's been living in China for 7.
Whiskey, you are too kind. You are too kind. I like to be kind. Kindness is infectious. I don't expect anything in return. I just like it that way. No, you know what? This is a thing where that's amazing, right? This is what I say. What I said already, that do what you want. Us as we're all adults, right? Do what you want. I'm just saying that, there comes to a point where one, we are expected, right? I think that's insane. Expecting someone to do something, to be like something is no, it's out of the window. We gotta stop doing that. All right, putting expectation on men, you need to be a gentleman. You have to be a gentleman. It's like, no. At the end of the day, I see a lot of that is just a way to make men doormats. And I'm done with that. I'm tired of seeing good men, right? I'm tired of seeing good men used as doormats. I'm tired of seeing good men shitted on, abused and used. Because here's the thing, right? Whiskey, you said it. You said it yourself, how your sister, right, used you. How she pretty much, stole from you and used you. This is the thing where we don't understand. And I've been there. Being a good man, being a good guy, nice guys, people will take advantage of you. Now, if you understand it, you don't want to change who you are, awesome. But sometimes we got to realize that, when you're so good, when you're such a good person, people see it as a weakness. And it's sad. It's definitely sad. So you come to realize that, this world is ugly. This world is very ugly.
To 8 years and is now raising 2 children. At this rate, the whole village is going to end up with Filipino wives. In a separate video,
in China, the whole village is Filipino wives. That's crazy.
A vlogger addressed questions from internet users about marrying Filipino women. A ton of folks online keep asking, won't those Filipino wives just take off? Let me tell you straight, they won't. Why is that funny? Because in the Philippines, divorce isn't a thing. They've got marriage certificates, but no divorce papers. So, how do you even get divorced? Some people also ask, if you don't speak the same language, how do you talk? Simple, we use WeChat. It's got auto-translate, so
we use WeChat. You know what? This is a thing where, I'm telling you, technology, I'm looking, it's going to make passport bros an easier thing. Like, you could go to Colombia, Africa, Philippines, and just like fucking take Google Translate. Let's just fucking chat with each other. I mean, people are doing it now, right? People are texting more often than actually talking with each other. Or, it's like, I have a tenant. She speaks only, Spanish. I just like, this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. So I was like, whatever, I mean, you might not get as emotional connection with it, but I mean,
Chatting's a breeze. No issues there. But here's the real kicker. The worry isn't her running off. It's if you ever want out. Good luck. Divorce isn't happening. Philippine law doesn't allow it. You get a marriage certificate. That's valid everywhere. And you're locked in. Can't undo it. Not even in China. That certificate's on record worldwide, showing you're hitched. Try marrying someone else? That's bigamy, and it's a crime. So, marry a Filipino girl. You'll never stress about her leaving.
Really? I didn't know that. I mean, is there any passport bros? I mean, I don't know if you guys are married to Filipinas, but really? I don't know. I could have swore I heard someone else said, I don't know if they divorced her, right? Maybe they were just boyfriend and girlfriend. But I don't know. I didn't know that.
The video triggered widespread online engagement. Viewers from Guangdong, Guangxi, Zhejiang, and other regions commented, asking the vlogger to introduce them to Filipino brides. One user commented, marrying a Filipino wife is a great deal. Chinese wives often avoid cleaning and expect financial support, while a Filipino wife doubles.
The poison of feminism. This is the thing. Men know their gender roles. Men know it. And honestly, men are, what did I say? Men are fine with it, right? Men are fine with gender roles. So, I mean, there's some men, right? More progressive men that wants to step away from gender roles. Cool. But a lot of men are fine with gender roles. So, it is what it is. I thought my brother-in-law was a good man. He probably still, but it is hard to cope with my feelings. And see, Whiskey, we talk about this, right? This is what I'm saying. I love it that you're such a good person, right? I love that you're such a good person. But at the end of the day, this world is harsh. This world is ugly. This is what a lot of us men are realizing so late, okay? I only realized this in my late 30s, right? In my late 30s. This world is harsh. It is ugly. So, sometimes, my friend married a Filipino 20 years ago. She's loving. Really? That's cool. I don't know. I wouldn't trust any woman.
As a housekeeper. Another user wrote, "Hello, handsome. Finding your video feels like fate. I'm from Yangjiang. Can you introduce Filipino girls to my sons? Both are unmarried." Other comments included, "The bride price for a Filipino wife is around 10,000 yuan. Only the paperwork costs are high." And, "Hello, handsome. I'm from Huazhou. Can you introduce someone? My brother is 34 and still single." Another user praised, "Filipino girls are more considerate than Chinese girls. They're tidy, diligent, and attractive. I recommend finding a wife in the Philippines." In recent years, Chinese social media discussions about rural men marrying foreign brides have intensified. A growing gender imbalance in rural areas with more single men drives this trend. Women from Vietnam and the Philippines are increasing.
God damn, she's cute. The fuck? This is the thing where I don't know. I might that she's cute. She's really cute. Okay? And I don't. This is why I'm saying we're bros, my brothers. Get that passport. Open up your options. I'm not. This is the thing. I'm gonna tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell you straight up. I do not condone or I don't support men just going around the world just having sex with a bunch of women. No. Personal opinion, right? My personal view, my personal morality. If you're going to do it seriously. I'm not telling people what to do, right? Me personally, I'm not looking to go to different countries to just fuck with different women. That's not my thing, right? I want to be consistent in my morality. I want to find a partner. So if I'm going to do something, I'm finding a partner. That's my thing, right? To each their own. You do what you want to do. For me, I want to find a partner. And I've been thinking about I don't know, a Russian girl, Filipina, whatever. These women are really nice. And you gotta imagine, okay? Men love beauty. So imagine a woman that's this cute in America. She wouldn't fucking look twice at me, right? She wouldn't look twice at me. She wouldn't even look my way, right? She wouldn't even spit on me if I was fired. So, yeah.
Increasingly viewed as a solution to this social challenge.
Evil Eddie. Say, a like-minded brother. And this is the thing. I'll be consistent. I'm going to be consistent because I do not view myself, nor I don't believe my brothers, right? Or at least I don't believe all my brothers like this. We're more morally sound. We're not going to stoop to the lows of like some of the shitty men because that's not us, right? The men that want to sleep around, just for me, I've said this before. I don't think body count is good for nobody, neither man or woman. So if I don't want a woman that has 100 bodies on her, why would I have 100 bodies on me? So that's how I view it, right? But like I said, each to their own.
Young people in mainland China face intense economic pressures, and marriage often requires a costly bride price, a house, and a car. Many young men, especially those born in the 1980s and 1990s, find marriage unattainable and express skepticism about love. A vlogger explained that unlike China's demands for a high bride price, a house, and a car, marrying a Filipino bride is straightforward. If she likes you, a meal, a ring, and a pass are enough to get married. This contrast makes Filipino brides highly appealing to single Chinese men. A vlogger showcased several Filipino wives living in her village.
Whoa, guys, look who showed up at our shop tonight. These friends are all from the Philippines. So how many of you are Filipino? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 of them. But maybe they don't speak much Chinese. Anyone here who speaks Chinese?
She knows a little bit, just a little. I married a Filipino gal, and we're living out in the countryside. She keeps saying it's boring at our place. Same old, nothing going on. But isn't that just rural life? She says she's not happy, but we've been here for decades, making our own joy. You've got to find happiness in the countryside too, right? So I take her shopping to perk her up. A Chinese...
You know, that, Sham, that's what I'm scared of too. I'm scared of that because here's the thing. All my shit is here, right? And it's not just shit like this, but like my wealth, my earning potential, all this stuff is here. So I don't know. I've always been very iffy on it. So I don't know.
This vlogger has issued a reminder, warning men who are rushing to the Philippines in search of wives to be cautious as the reality is far more complex.
Lately, I've seen too many Chinese guys online envying the idea of marrying a Filipino girl. They say Chinese women ask for a car, a house, a bride price, but Filipino girls don't ask for anything. They are hardworking too. Don't get fooled by the hype. Let's be real for a second. Sure, some of them are mixed-race beauties, but others are single mums who had to grow up fast. Some might see marrying a Chinese man as a way to move up in life, but others may just want you to support their entire family, and they will drain you dry.
The vlogger noted that abortion is illegal in the Philippines, leading many young women from poor families to become single mothers at a young age. Still children themselves, they must raise their own, driving them to seek financial stability. They are often hardworking, diligent, and keep the home spotless. However, some may expect support for their entire families. In rare cases, men marrying Filipino women have been deceived, losing both money and marriage. Some social media users recommend marrying Vietnamese women.
But this is the thing. Shit like that, us as men should know, right? Nothing is doesn't have its both positive and negative. There's pros and cons to everything. So men, if we do anything, understand this, there's always good and bad consequences. Never go into something stupid. Never go into something like naive and foolish. No, that's a recipe for disaster. Okay? Be forewarned. Any step you make, there could be consequences, bad consequences to it. So understand it.
One user commented,
Whiskey. Bro, thank you. I don't need money. I was the principal. It was probably 90K. I can't understand why he betrayed. My heart goes out to you, my brother. Stay strong.
Filipino wives don't seem very attractive. For your village's sake, consider a Vietnamese wife. Vietnamese girls are prettier. Another countered, Vietnamese women aren't dependable. I want a partner for life, not just beauty. Someone too attractive feels less trustworthy. In recent years, many Chinese men have married Vietnamese women, with some proudly showcasing their attractive partners on social media. I didn't spend a single cent back then and still managed to bring home a Vietnamese wife. She's 15 years younger than me. One vlogger shared his story. After a divorce, he moved to Vietnam to start a business. Just as he began to make money, he was scammed by a new girlfriend. It was during his lowest point that his current wife chose to be with him. But not all experiences are so positive. I really regret marrying my Vietnamese wife. Honestly,
Stay tuned. At the end of this year, nothing is concrete yet. Nothing is concrete yet, but at the end of this year, I'm planning to go to Vietnam, right, for a vacation. So I'll probably be doing some videos there, right? So that'll be fun. But nothing is concrete, but hopefully it will turn out right.
Poor folks like us just aren't cut out for international marriages. Hey everyone, I'm Ah Liang, living in Vietnam. Today, I'm breaking down the headaches of cross-border marriages, hoping you'll hear me out and maybe avoid some pitfalls. First off, if you settle in China, your wife can't work there legally. Buying insurance? Nope. A green card? Forget it. That's even tougher, unless you've got your own business to employ her, but that's rare. Once kids come, the pressure's on. You're footing nearly all the family bills alone. Truth is, most Vietnamese women, about 80%, marry into China to escape poverty back home. They're banking on a better life with you, not more hardship. After a while in China, they'll miss home. Even one yearly visit means a month away, with visas, flights, and other costs piling up. You can't roll up empty-handed either. Gifts for her family.
Yo, that would be crazy. Bros. That might be one day. Mark, that might be one day. That would be crazy. Yo, I'm always down for a bros trip. I'm always down.
Are a must, and how much depends on your wallet. If her family is really struggling, she might even send them money every month. The vlogger noted that family background matters significantly. If the husband's financial situation is too strained, the wife may leave, leading to both financial and emotional loss. He also highlighted cultural challenges, including language, diet, customs, and beliefs, which differ greatly between the two countries and require time to navigate. Living in Vietnam, as he does, may ease these adjustments slightly. Please, don't just casually marry a Vietnamese wife. That's advice from someone who's been through it. A Sichuan vlogger shared his experience marrying his Vietnamese girlfriend. Now with a 1-month-old baby, he faces several challenges. First, the lifestyle differs, especially diets, as Vietnamese cuisine requires ingredients only available online via Pinduoduo. Fortunately, his wife cooks well, which he says is critical to avoid bigger issues. Communication is limited to basic exchanges due to language differences. Frequent cross-border visits to her family are costly, adding financial strain. Post-marriage pressures have left him physically and mentally exhausted. A Vietnamese woman cautioned Chinese men against paying brokers for marriages. She advised meeting someone naturally while traveling in Vietnam, emphasizing that such relationships are more likely to endure.
Chinese men, stop coming to Vietnam just to find wives. You think we are poor, so you can just spend a little money and buy a wife? If you can't find a wife in China, do you really think you can get one in Vietnam? People always say Vietnam is poor. Don't forget, it's 2025 for us too. The things you see, we see as well. You use iPhones, we use iPhones too. If you can't afford to support a family in China, how can you in Vietnam? People accuse Vietnamese girls of marriage scams, but that's because you are trying to buy.
I will say this, right? Listen to her words. I would say this is why I say for men to be on their journey to be the best version of themselves. It's not just for yourself. If you can become the best version of yourself financially, you should be a man that you can support, take care of your family. That is a big part, okay? That is the thing where we all have to understand. If we want a family, you got to be in a state where you can support your family.
A wife with money. That's not how it works. In Vietnam, you don't need to pay to find a wife. You come here, travel, meet people, fall in love. That's how a real relationship forms. Marriage doesn't cost money, but if you try to buy a wife, of course you will get scammed. If you really want to marry a Vietnamese woman, you need to understand our culture. Take it slow, don't rush. Back then, I ignored my parents' objections and married into rural China. Do I regret it now?
A Vietnamese woman married to a man in rural China posted a video online of herself cutting grass in the fields. When it spread on Vietnamese social media, the comments were harsh, questioning why others in China live in apartments and drive cars while she married into poverty. Many recalled warning her against moving to China and now mock her daily struggles, suggesting she'd be better off back home. She admitted ignoring her parents' objections to marry in China. Though some assume she regrets it, she says she feels no regret. Another Vietnamese woman commented, "I've lived in Anhui, China for 14 years since marrying. My husband passed away over 3 years ago, leaving me to raise our children alone. Life in China is highly stressful and exhausting." China affairs expert Yue Shan noted that discussions about marrying Vietnamese or Filipino women often focus on material benefits. However, many foreign women marry into China out of necessity. Under Communist Party rule, China lacks religious and press freedoms, and corruption is widespread. Vietnam, by contrast, avoided events like the Cultural Revolution, enjoys greater online freedom, and has a rising economy, while China's declines. The Philippines also offers a freer society. These women, he said, are entering a less free country. Since the Russia-Ukraine war began, more Chinese men have married women from Russia and Ukraine. My wife's whipping up some pickled cucumber for a Ukrainian cold dish to share. She's in the kitchen now, cooking something. Don't know if it's lunch or dinner, but whatever, as long as she's happy. The way she cuts veggies is totally different from how we do it back home. In Ukraine, they don't use big kitchen knives, just these tiny ones. Another vlogger filmed himself preparing to head to the train station with flowers to welcome his Ukrainian wife back from a vacation abroad. Today's a big day. My wife's coming home. I'm gonna hop in the shower, throw on some fresh clothes, grab some flowers, and head to the train station to pick her up. She's been off on an overseas vacation for about a month now. A man from rural Henan confessed that he has little money, yet his Ukrainian wife still crossed thousands of miles to marry him without hesitation. A couple days ago, And Auntie told Irina that with her looks, she could have landed a way better catch. But here she is with me. No car, no house, no bride price, just living out in the countryside. What's she even getting out of this? The vlogger shared that his wife believes true love is all that really matters. He described finding her as the greatest blessing of his life.
You know, this is the thing where I hope, this is where I see it where maybe foreign women would be more inclined with true love. I don't know. It's just, that's probably my naivete thing.
Another vlogger shared a rainy day video of himself and his Russian wife cooking together in their countryside home.
Could be.
Honey, let me do it. Let me do it.
A viral video captured a Chinese man's traditional wedding ceremony with his foreign bride. China also has many single women. Official statistics show over 240 million single adults, including about 116 million women. Notably, about 80% of these women chose to stay single. Most are post-1990s, well-educated.
But I'm more sure on this, right? It's more about the poison of feminism. We are seeing the results. This is essentially the passport, bro. Right here. In China. We're seeing those movements here as well. Well, we saw these movements here first. Now we're seeing those movements there in China. That is the poison of feminism, where we don't want to be with women in our own countries because it's hard. These are women that have high expectations, low value. It's not a good thing. And this is what you see. These movements, right? I've always said it, like red pill, black pill, incel, manosphere, passport bros. These kind of movements wasn't there before feminism. Okay, at least not to their degree. Feminism has essentially created these things.
And financially independent, living in cities. In contrast, single men are mostly in rural areas or lower tier urban jobs.
Alvi, thank you for stopping by, my brother. I love you. Thank you.
Some women want to marry but struggle to find partners. Commenting on the trend of Chinese men marrying foreign women, a Guangdong woman born in 1989 posted, "I still can't find a husband, yet you're marrying foreign women?" Since the late 1970s, China's one-child policy led to forced abortions and significant population losses. Until 2013, the government enforced strict family planning, intending to maintain the one-child rule. Influenced by traditional son preference, many families sought illegal gender tests at underground clinics, aborting female fetuses. In poor rural areas, without such access, some people even abandoned their baby girls. This contributed to China's severe gender imbalance, with far more men than women. The two-child policy began in 2015, but birth rates barely rose. By 2020, annual births fell to around 10 million, a post-1949 low. On May 31, 2021, a three-child policy was introduced, followed by pro-birth measures, but these have had little impact. China's demographic imbalance is a key cause of the bachelor crisis. The 2020 census showed 34.9 million more men than women, meaning millions of men may never marry. Marriage rates in China are plummeting, especially in rural areas with many older, unmarried men. More concerning, China's 2023 fertility rate was 1.0, the second lowest globally. In early 2024, Xiamen University economics professor Ding Fa suggested allowing international marriages to address a rural bachelor crisis by bringing in eligible women from overseas. Many single Chinese men, especially in rural areas, see foreign brides as less demanding, requiring no house, car, or high bride price. They view Southeast Asian women as hard-working and family-oriented, making them ideal marriage partners. Cross-border marriages reflect only one aspect of China's marriage and fertility challenges. With a stagnant economy and rising job insecurity, many young people struggle to survive, choosing not to marry, further driving down marriage rates. On December 28, 2023, the China Population and Employment Statistical Yearbook reported that in 2022, 51.3% of adults aged 25 to 29 were unmarried, 18.4% of those aged 30 to 34, and 8% of those aged 35.
Big bars, what's up, my brother? I think America is facing kind of the similar, rates too. More people are not deciding to marry, right? Less marriages are happening. Birth rates are declining. I think these are all the results of feminism. So it is an insanity. But what do you guys think? Let's do some TikTok videos. Let's check this clip out. I thought this was an interesting clip.
I've asked a lot of my guy friends their opinions on men going 50-50 with women, and their answers are very interesting. So the guys I've asked, they're from different age group, different income levels, different career backgrounds, and at first they would tell me going 50-50 with women is reasonable nowadays. Also, it depends on the stage of your relationship. Sometimes I pay, sometimes she pays. You know, relationship is about two people getting to know each other, supporting each other, growing together, which are totally understandable and valid points. And then I asked them, if you meet a girl that is absolutely your dream, being with her will make you the happiest person on earth, would you go 50-50 with her? And they all went silent. After a very long pause, every one of them said, no. And then they're finally being honest with me. They said from a guy's perspective, if they meet a girl they really like, going 50-50 with her would make them embarrassing and humiliating. That kind of idea would not even come across their mind. They will try to do everything to impress her. If they don't have money, money won't be the problem. They will find a way. So ladies, listen, if you want to go 50-50 with a guy, this is exactly what they're thinking about. I've asked a lot of my guy.
Yeah, I agree, Whiskey. You don't. This is the thing where you don't have to have a marriage or any of that stuff. I agree. You gotta do what makes you happy. Now, with this video is like, I think this is a lot of women have to understand, right? The whole 50-50 conversation, again, it is another result of feminism. This, like, the whole thing where men provide, men will do anything to, make a woman happy. That was there already. That was there before feminism. Okay? Men didn't change. Men adapted. Men didn't change. Men didn't create these changes. Women did. Men just adapted to it. Okay? That's the thing where I think 50-50 is an adaptation, right? Where women said, I don't need no man. Women are doing hookup culture. Women are like the increase of online dating. All these things, right, has created the results we see. So it's not men. I've said this before. I think a lot of things in society, the root of the problem is women. Not all women, of course, but basically the root of the problem is feminism. And that's the problem. So it's not men who's doing this, it's women.
Friends their opinions on men going 50-50 with women, and their answers are very interesting. So the guys I've asked, they're from different age group, different income levels, different career backgrounds, and at first they would tell me going 50-50 with women is reasonable nowadays. Also, it depends on the stage of your relationship. Sometimes I pay, sometimes she pays. Relationship is about two people getting to know each other, supporting each other.
And that's the thing where you don't realize that now more than ever, particularly women have so many options. So many options. She said, oh, if you meet the love of your life, how would you even know that? You know how many, I saw this, I heard this, a TikToker, right? Came on and says she went on, I think she said in 1 year, she went on like almost 100 different dates. She said in a small amount of time, right? I don't know if she said a year. But she said she went on like 100 different dates. You think that you look at that, okay? This is what a lot of women don't realize, okay? Imagine a man going on, let's say, 20 different dates, and he pays for all those fucking dates. You think that he's crazy about any of those? No. And then none of those dates even, past the second date or past the first date, let alone. So he's just out all these money when none of these women wanted to see him the second date. Yeah, if this is a thing where men would gladly, pay for dates. But the problem is women have so many options. There's so many options. So even if you go the extra mile, right? Because, oh, you think she's beautiful. You think she's beautiful. You think she's amazing. You want to impress her. Okay, you go all out the first date, but you know what? She felt no vibe, no nothing. So boom, ghost you, or boom, doesn't want to go on the second date with you. Now he's out. Supposedly he met the love of his life, right? He met the love of his life. Yet she didn't think much of him. So now, since he went all out because he thought he met the love of his life, now what? It's like, on to the next one then. And imagine that it happens time and time again. That is why 50-50 come about. That's why coffee dates come about. Because men are tired of that shit. Men know that, you know what? When men ask a woman on a date, he's interested. He's attracted to her. Sometimes men want to see the second date. Yet for women, you don't fucking know. A lot of women, they go on a date with a man they're not even attracted to. They don't even care about. They don't even remember his name. So what's the point? That's the thing. It's not because men wanted to change things up. No, men are just adapting to shit.
Growing together, which are totally understandable and valid points. And then I asked them, if you meet a girl that is absolutely your dream, being with her would make you the happiest person on earth, would you go 50-50 with her? And they all went silent. After a very long pause, every one of them said, no. And then they're finally being honest with me.
Again, you met the girl of your dream. Great. Are you the man of her dreams? Yes, this is the thing where I've been on dates with women that I thought were beautiful. I really wanted to, make her my girlfriend. But first dates. So I go all out. But you know what? End of the date, she's not that interested anymore. She wasn't interested. No second date. So now what? Yeah. If men met the love of their life, like dream girl, yes, men would go all out. But a lot of men are realizing, okay, I'm doing this time and time again. Now what? Every girl is like, oh, she's my dream girl. And yet it goes nowhere. So a lot of men are learning from mistakes. A lot of men, yes, they say they would go all out for a girl that they are very interested in. But the point isn't that if he's interested. The point is she interested? And a lot of men are learning that they are going on dates with women that are not interested in them. Okay, a lot of women are just going on dates because, you know what? It's an experience. It's a free dinner. I did a video where a woman just said, getting to know the man on the date is the least of my priorities. Literally, getting to know the man on the date is the least of my priorities. She said she wants the free dinner and she wants the experience, like a fun experience. If she gets to know him, great. If she doesn't, it doesn't matter. She wants the free dinner and the experience so she can talk to her friends about it. So she can maybe go there with her friends. Literally, a woman said that. Video proof, okay? Saying, I could care less if I get to know him. Men hear this shit. Men hear this shit.
They said from a guy's perspective, if they meet a girl they really like, going 50-50 with her would make them embarrassing and humiliating. That kind of idea would not even come across their mind. They will try to do everything to impress her. If they don't have money won't be the problem. They will find a way. So ladies, listen, if you want to go 50-50 with a guy, this is exactly what they're thinking about. I've asked.
Yeah. What do you guys think? This is the thing. Like I said, 50-50 is not like men chose it, right? I think it's the adaptation to the current dating landscape. Okay? Men didn't necessarily men didn't necessarily want it. Men are more fine with sticking to gender roles than women are. Okay? Men didn't choose to change the status quo. Women did. And now women are complaining about it. That is the insanity of it. This is guys, see, this is the thing where I do want to make a Discord, right? I've thought about it and I've had people talk about it, but imagine this, okay? I create Discord and what is it? 5 people on it? I just feel like you guys would get bored, right? If I have a Discord and then I have 5, maybe 10 people at most, it's like, guys, I know that you guys, mad support, give me mad support, but honestly, I know you guys would get bored of it. I mean, seriously, I just feel like you guys will be mad bored of just 10 people in the Discord. So I just, I don't think that's right now, right? Current, you know, landscape of my channel. I don't think it's a good thing for you guys. I mean, unless there's like, like I think it was AJ's, his, I think his Discord is a bit bigger than mine, right? I don't have one, but he has a bigger following, a bigger active following. So I don't want to waste your guys' time on a Discord. I got oh man, die for it. What is that? What is No Man's Sky? What is that? I do. I mean, I do want to do it eventually. I do want to do it eventually. All right, let's check some more TikToks. Oh, it's a game. Okay. I'm terrible at games. All right. What the fuck happened? All right, so I want to do some of these videos where this is a thing where a lot of women don't really talk about it, how feminism has made life harder for women, right? I think it has made life harder for women. So we have a lot of women now complaining how life is, right? They're complaining about the struggles of life. So I just thought it'd be interesting to check some of them out. Just maybe react to it, see what other people would think about it, because this is, like I said, we are seeing more women suffering, okay? Because I think traditionally, we always move to, let's say, the old saying, right? From the father's house to the husband's house, so you don't necessarily go through these kind of transitions in life. But let's check it out. Let's check this out. It's a 6-minute long video, so we'll probably react to it while watching it.
Car for over a year. This is going to be my second year. I've been living in my car for over a year. This is going to be my second year living in my car, and I haven't told anybody until now. Never did I think the day would come where I'd be strong enough to tell this story. Now give me a second. I'm not even gonna hold you. This makes me very emotional talking about it. Or I might have to cut the clips and stuff. I was trying not to have the AC on because it's just loud, but I don't give a fuck, bitch. It's hot as fuck. I actually thought that I was gonna get through this video with no tears. I didn't even start talking about it. I already cried. I don't care about looking perfect. I just need to speak my truth. And I'm not making this video because I need anybody's sympathy. I'm not making this video.
How many is on AJ's? I wonder. Caterpillar eyebrows. Yes, Lenny.
Because I want any donations. I'm not making a GoFundMe. I don't need anybody's money. Living in my car taught me who I was, and it showed me who the fuck I am. All I want is for people to listen. And
Mark, exactly. That's the thing where I'm not saying women have to be with men. I'm not saying women have to be with men. Do what you want. But this is the better alternative than finding a good husband. Okay. It is what it is. Yes, exactly. They do. It's like, okay. This is the result of feminism, I guess. A lot of men have been living in their cars. They wanted equality. Now they get a chance to live in their car too. Exactly. A lot of men have been struggling. Now, you want to. This is the thing where I said this before, where my two sisters, right? They have husbands that literally providing for them. My two sisters don't even have to work. I said this, I don't have that luxury. I have to make money, or else no woman is going to come to my rescue, right? No woman is coming to my rescue. No woman. I could be homeless out in the streets. No one is coming to my rescue. Women have that luxury. They don't want it. Cool, right? Now they are suffering from the equality that they want.
If you interact with this video, that would help me a lot. Bitch, give me 1 fucking second while I get it together. Give me 1 second. Okay. In 2021, I fell into a major depressive episode that I did not know was going to be as bad as it turned out to be. I'm not going to get into the little details of everything and exactly what happened because it's just so much. I would be sitting here for 3 hours. I don't feel like enough people know how your brain can turn on you and how mental health can impact your life. There are so many fucking people around my car. I'm like, and this nigga next to me is over here revving his fucking motorcycle. No one gives a fuck.
You're out in public. I can see. Again, this is another result of feminism, right? The masculinity, and this is the thing, right? Trauma. I've said this before. We don't talk about it enough. Why do I say as women age, they become bigger red flags? It's because of the trauma, right? We don't talk about how trauma affects people, particularly women. These traumatic experiences, it adds to their brains. It adds to how they are around people. It is not a good thing.
No one gives a fuck about your motorcycle. Move! I'm overstimulated. There's a lot going on. It's hot. People just doing too much. At this time, I was still living with my parents. It was a really toxic environment and I didn't have any friends. And so I was never going anywhere. I was always inside. What had happened to me made me super fucking depressed to the point where like the one thing that I did do, which was social media, I couldn't even do it anymore. The thing that had happened to me had just affected me so heavily. And this nigga is it's hot. That's what it is. Hold on. Had happened to me affected me so heavily and I was not prepared for what that trauma was gonna do to me.
It feeds. Hey, you know what? This is the thing where I find it, God, I don't want to sound bad, right? I don't mean it the way it sounds, but women suffering sometimes, particular women suffering, right? The women that's like this, their suffering is like, it's entertaining. It's funny. 20 people. That's not. I may wait a little bit, right? I may wait a little bit. That I was thinking about. Like it was 50 deep. I was thinking about it'd be 50 deep, but 20 people. It might be not that long until I create a Discord.
Like I said, I didn't have any friends. I was in my room.
Exactly. Expecting privacy in a public parking lot. Insane.
All of the time. So it's not like I was around anybody who could notice the difference in my behavior and how much I was changing. How I went from being so happy all the time to just not even being able to get ready. I went through that depressive episode and this psychosis all by myself. Since I was 17, I'm 22 now. I've been dealing with this mental health struggle for the past 4 or 5 years. I didn't know what was going on in my head and I didn't know what was happening to me. Truly believed that it would go away because I wasn't educated on mental health and I had no idea that your brain can get
Oprah did it.
Sick, which is essentially what a psychosis is. Almost every single day. I would say for like 3 years, I was waking up in a full-blown panic attack. I'd wake up and my heart would just drop. I'd be paranoid. And it got so bad where my heart was enlarged because of all of the panic attacks that I was having daily and throughout the day, and I couldn't control it. My depression got out of control and it was affecting my nervous system. It was affecting me physically. Nobody knows the shit that I've been going through. I don't even give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck what I look like. I don't care. Like, get on my face, bitch. I'm cool as fuck. 5 years of fucking distress and I had no reason to fucking keep going. Let me tell you some of the things that I've been going through.
This is the thing, right? Men saved women. Okay? Imagine this. Women women cannot handle, right? The hardships of the world. Women can't. Men took the brunt of it. Men took the brunt of it. Okay? You think men love being in like marriages with women like this? Marriage with women that are mentally unstable? No. But men took that as a sacrifice. Right? Men took the brunt of emotional damaging, right? Of the emotional damage. Men took it. Women do not understand the importance of a man, right? The need of a man. You think the life of, you don't need no man is great? The world is unkind. The world is unkind and men know it. This is why men, part of protection, right? Providing and protecting, men have shielded women from the world. Men have shielded women from the world. The father to the husband.
Last year, in the winter, when I was living in my car, I was driving and I was door dashing because I needed to make gas money and there was no one to ask for money. And if I needed to eat and if I needed gas money to keep myself warm in the winter, I had to just door dash or figure out or sell an electronic that I had or figure out a way to make some money. I crashed my car into a ditch. Called the police. They couldn't get my car out that night, so I had to sleep in my car that night. Let's see. Was driving on the highway last summer, and I did a 360 on the road. My makeup's all fucked up. Like, I really don't care. My AC gave out on me while I was on my fucking period. Yeah, bitch. What the fuck does the devil want from me? Oh, my wheel popped on me while I was driving. And you know what's so crazy about this is when my car fucks up, I still have to live in it until I figure out what the fuck to do.
You know what? I mean, I think I don't know if I heard that exactly, but I heard another creator saying like, there's so many women begging for money. Homeless women, right? Homeless women, single mothers asking, right? There are so many homeless single mothers or single women asking, begging for money online, right? Begging for sympathy, validation, for, support online. It's like, that's the thing. They rather not deal with a good man to take care of, and just ask for help online from strangers. Yeah, and you will get that sympathy from women, right? You will get the sympathy from women and they will send you money, but that's what you're going about?
Ooh, but you know what though? I figured it out every time with nobody's help. I didn't ask nobody for nothing. All tears aside, I'm having a blast living in my car. I'm having a blast, bitch. I'm having a ball. Now that I have a full-time job, I'm in school. I get up every day to take care of myself and make sure that I have food in my stomach, gas in my car, making sure that my hair still looks cute, making sure that I got my makeup done. Stand on my feet for 8 hours a fucking day, despite getting everything fucking taken away from me. And nobody is helping me. Nobody's giving me a reason to keep going, but I'm still doing it because I fucking love myself. I had to completely isolate myself because of how heavy the shit that I've been going through was. But bitch, I'm eating this shit up. Like, this shit, it's nothing. Yeah, I might be crying talking about it, but that doesn't mean that I'm actually fucking moved by it, bitch. I live this life every single fucking day and I get shit done. Bitch, I work my ass off. Ask anybody in that fucking building. I'm one of the best employees in there. I go to school, I do my work, and I do a damn good job. Take a shower every single day. I go to work every single day. I do my schoolwork every single day. One thing I stopped doing was going to the gym, but girl, I'm about to get back on that too. I just had to take a little minute to get myself together. And how I feel now compared to when I was actively in my psychosis, like, it doesn't make any sense. It felt so demonic compared to how I feel now. Like, I feel like God has shined a light over my life. Genuinely.
But here's the thing where, great, okay, good for her if she's making it out. But I've said this before. Hardship for men is a necessity because it sharpens men, right? It weeds out weak men. It strengthens men. Hardship for women just makes women into men. Makes women into men, makes women just absolutely, well, what would I say? It makes women just miserable people. Because this is the thing where it gives them that masculine personality, masculine energy, because now they've been through hardship. I think all the hardship that women face does not make them. It destroys the femininity, destroys femininity, destroys softness, and it just makes them hard human beings. Great that she's making it out, but like honestly, this way of life is just gonna make you a terrible person. Now, I mean, a terrible partner. Now, if you're not like again, if women like this don't want a partner, cool. Then you're a strong person, right? You become a strong person. But again, strong person doesn't necessarily mean a strong a good, you know, good female partner. I'm just saying that in that case. But I think women going through trauma, it's like it does not make them a good person to be around, right? BBD. Yeah.
Believe that somebody did a curse on me or somebody did some type of voodoo.
Yeah. Shame's right. Insufferable. Trauma like this, right? It makes women jaded, combative, annoying, insufferable. It does not. Shit like this, what will make you a strong human being? It will make you a terrible partner.
It's like, why would I lose my fucking mind? It had to have been demonic. Always been a go-getter. I've always been able to take care of myself. Did get diagnosed with bipolar disorder though, so I'm susceptible to like more mental health issues than others, but
it's like she has all these mental health issues. So going through more trauma, going through hardship does not help her mental state. So this is the thing, right? It's statistically shown that more women than ever are on antidepressants or any form of meds that it's meant for mental instability. More women are suffering from mental issues. So really, you think that women going through like the hardship of life is good on them? No. This is a thing where I said, men going through trauma, it either destroys them or makes them into stronger men. Women going through trauma, what is it? Destroys them, make them stronger men? It's like seriously, it's not healthy. Plus, I don't think women can handle the life's struggles. Or it's not good for them mentally. She got a victim in identity, and that's not a good thing. Developing a victim mentality, it's not good.
But that still don't make no sense. Like, why was I talking to imaginary people and hearing shit? I even told one of my friends and they were like, oh, I daydream too. That's not what I'm fucking talking about.
Exactly. Whiskey said it. I agree with that.
I'm seeing shit, nigga. We are not the same. But let me tell you something. Don't come in my comments acting a fucking fool. Do not come in my comments acting a fucking fool. I mind my business and I don't bother nobody. No, I don't have no family. No, I don't have no friends. No, I don't got nobody but God. But I know I have people behind me. So if you want to get cute, you gonna get chewed the fuck up. Go ahead. And don't bother reaching out to me because I don't want to hear that shit. On God, I don't give a fuck. I'm cool as fuck, all you bitches. More videos coming soon. Bye!
Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, great. What do you guys think? Like I said, this is not a good journey for women. I really think that feminism has been a detriment to women. I really do. I've always felt, okay, men have been the shield, right? The shield for women against the world. Men have always been the shield for women against the world. And now women are experiencing how the world is, 100%. And again, like I said, more women than ever are on antidepressants. More women than ever are on some form of medication for some kind of mental instability. Women are not able to handle effectively the hardships of the world. But we'll see. I think a lot of men are just sitting back and watching the world, right? Watching how the world that women have created turn out.
I'm at
All right, let's going with the same kind kind of vibe. So we'll check this one out too. I thought this was. I didn't watch these videos, so I don't know how it is fully. Hopefully, it's good. But here's another woman that's struggling, right? Struggling in the world. So let's see. This woman talks about her struggles.
Work, and I had a breakdown in the bathroom because it's just like, why are we living like this? There's 7 days in a week, and most of us work 5 days a week. Why? Money is fake. Money is an illusion. Time is an illusion. You know what's real, though? My fucking energy. I'm tired. I'm drained, and this shit doesn't make sense. This shit doesn't make sense. And I don't know why we're still going along with it. If everyone stops, this shit can stop.
This is the problem, right? Where a lot of people, particularly women, live in a very utopia world in their mind, right? A very delusional world. If everyone stops, there's no if. No, everyone is not going to stop. That's not how this is the problem with a lot of women where, I'm living in these kind of delusional scenarios. I'm living in my own world. That is the problem. She's wearing a bonnet, and it's weird that she says she's at work too. So, but that's another story. But that's the thing where it's hard because a lot of women are living in a delusional world. They can't handle being an adult. That it's just because this is the thing. Men know it. Being an adult, the world is like it. All right, it is what it is. You cannot change the world. The only thing you can do is change yourself. Change the things you do. Change how you see the world. And a lot of women can't handle that. They want the world to change for them. While men, we know that we have to conquer the world, right? We have to conquer the hardships of life. Not easy. You can't hope, I hope everyone will stop so, it won't be so hard. Stop living in hopium.
If everyone stops, this shit can stop. Like, genuinely. If everyone stop, this shit can stop. Why are we paying taxes? Why are we going to work? Why are we paying rent? Like, and I'm talking for no reason.
This is the thing where, you could live in the forest. You could, this is a thing where, why you do this, okay. There are people who literally just live off the grid. Live off the grid. They're not paying taxes. They're not paying nothing. They live off the grid, right? Build a cabin in the woods somewhere. But I doubt this woman will be able to build a cabin in the woods.
Because it's never going to happen.
But
why are we living like this? Like, genuinely, why? Who does this earth belong to that we have to pay rent? Who are we paying rent to? Like, bro, this shit is getting so fucking annoying. I don't understand. What the fuck? Like, yo, bro, we're paying for...
Yeah, I agree. Living off the grid is hard. So this is why we can't... There are things that we don't understand, right? We have to understand that that's life. Life isn't easy. Okay? This is a thing where she's like crashing out on civilized life. Well, imagine a life where, you know what? It's like the pioneers, right? Or like life like I don't know, living in the forest, living in the jungle. People like this won't be able to handle it. You can get your own water, you can, create your own life, but you won't be able to handle it.
Basic fucking needs, bro. We're paying for basic fucking needs, dog. Like I just feel like I'm going so fucking crazy because every time I bring it up, it's like, yeah, well, what can you do? Well, yeah, we still gotta go to work. Well, yeah, there's still bills to be paid. Exactly, bro. Like, if everyone just fucking stop, bro. Them people that marched in the Capitol, they had the right motive. Just the right motive. They had the right idea, but the wrong motive. Excuse me. Because, They had the right fucking idea, bro. Like, why are we living like this? Why are we listening to these imaginary rules? Why are we sending our sons, daughters, husbands to go fight for fucking rich people? If they put down the gun right now, those rich people are not gonna pick up the gun to continue doing what they're doing, bro. They need us. They need us. And
You know, this is something that I want to try to promote and talk about. I think a lot of us lack critical thinking. A lot of us lack critical thinking. So, a lot of these people really don't understand how the world works. It's called civilization. Now, there are parts of history, parts of the world still, where you can just be by yourself. You can just create your own community. But at the end of the day, right? Even if you create your own community, the structure that civilized worlds have created, like let's say the structure of America, it will still be formed if you created your own community, right? A part of a government of sorts, a leader of sorts, enforcer of sorts. It's like, seriously, you want to create a civilized nation or what community? The rules and regulations are there, okay? We have years upon years of human development. You think what you're saying is something new? You think you're a philosopher? You think you're like some kind of like I don't know, 1 in a billion person that just think about this? No. Us as human beings have gone through all the shit you're thinking about. All right? We've gone through the gathering, the all different kinds of civilizations, right? No governments, are self-governed, are all that shit. We've all done it. Right? It's not like you're saying something new. And you think that, oh, let's take arms and fight the government and change shit. Then what do we think we're changing it to? Anarchy, right? You want to change it to like the world of Mad Max, right? Where everyone fends for themselves? Shit like that doesn't fucking work. I mean, like, you think that you think shit like that works? Do you not understand human beings? This is a problem where governments are honestly made to control the insanities of human beings. We as humans are fucking crazy. We as human beings can be crazy, can be dangerous. We have a spectrum of what we can do. A spectrum. So civilization is meant to control those insanities. You think that, oh, let's stand pick up arms and, kill up, destroy corporations, destroy whatever, this or that. At the end of the day, human beings are kind of selfish creatures. So we destroy people who, let's say, give us water. Now, how are we going to get those water? Are you going to get water yourself? No, you're not. Most likely you won't. So you're going to deem someone else to do it for you. Or that person who's going to do it for you, now he's going to expect something in return. So you're just creating the same fucking cycle over again. Okay? If you can't give a good, solution, you fucking just complaining is that you are just complaining about being an adult. That's it. That's all you're doing. You're complaining about being an adult because you can't take it.
And all we have to do is stop. Any excuse that we have, I have kids, I have bills. If we stop, bro, they have no choice but to fucking give us decent living. Like, niggas cannot afford living. We govern each other, literally. We have our own free will. If everyone in our...
Give you decent living. Give you decent living. Okay. Let's say this. Let's give you decent living. Okay, why would they give you decent living, but not that person? How are you going to choose who gets the decent living? And let's say this. Let's all of us get decent living. Who's going to make it for you? Who's going to make it for you? You're going to force people to construct you a decent house? You're going to force people to, give you what? It's like, what are you going to do? Hold people at gunpoint? Like, you need to give me electricity. You need to give me water. The fucking stupidity. This is the thing where I see this. I'm watching this this thing where they're talking more. People are talking more about improving our own selves. No one is doing critical thinking. We're just talking. We're just talking. And that's the problem, right? We're just talking and not thinking. It is insane.
In militaries around the world, fucking Israel that's bombing Palestine and all that. If every military sergeant stops at their free will, what the fuck are the leaders gonna do? It's not like they're gonna pick up the fucking gun and continue doing your work. They're not going to. They need you.
This is why, I swear, this is why women can't be leaders. This is why women can't be leaders. So you think it's like, so you think every military will stop? I swear to God, women live in a fairy tale. Literally, I believe women live in a fairy tale. They do not live in reality. They don't live in reality. They really don't.
Stop paying rent right now. Everybody, what the fuck are they gonna do? Nothing. They can't do anything. They're harvesting our fucking energy, bro. This shit is spirit.
Mark, thank you for stopping by, my brother. Thank you. Have a good night, my brother.
Spiritual, dog. Like, if we just stop, it can all stop. Like, dead ass. I don't understand why we're doing this. I don't understand why we're living like this. I don't understand it. Like, I genuinely don't understand it. I feel like I'm going fucking crazy. We're paying for basic necessities, for housing, food, all that. We didn't ask to be here. They're normalizing shit that shouldn't be normalized. To pay our fucking bills, we gotta pay a mini bill to pay our bill. What the fuck is a processing fee? If I can't pay my bill, they're gonna add money because I paid my bill late. Bitch, I wasn't trying to be late. If I had the money, I would have paid y'all. But adding more money to that, what is that gonna do? Everything is money, something that's made up. This shit is so fucking annoying, bro. For what? For what? These fucking rich people, bro, oh my God, bro. I am sick of this shit. Why are we living like this? I'm most likely gonna delete this video and make another one with notes and stuff so just I can properly articulate myself because I have...
No, I mean, like, this is the thing where I'm not saying that we don't have problems. We do, right? We are not we are a society that does have a lot of problems. The point is what you're saying, like anarchy or take up arms or fight. It's like, no. This is a problem where we're not electing the officials that we should be electing. We're not holding the people we choose to elect accountable. We're not doing that, right? We're not pushing the right people at the right position. That's the thing. You know, to think like, oh, let's take up arms and, I don't know, kill corporations or stop, you know, all these kind of things. It's hopeful thinking. It's delusional thinking.
So much to talk about on this topic because it's just like, what the fuck? But it's like, if we all just stop, what the fuck? Like, we came into a fucking world where these rules were already fucking established by who, God knows who, all these fucking old ass people that fucking died a long time ago. Why the fuck are we living like this? You're struggling, so the next rich motherfucker could make their yacht bigger. Have a good
night. That's a problem where it's the poor mentality, right? It's the poor mentality. You don't work smarter, so you want to blame the work. It's the victim mentality. This is why I hate victim mentality. I really do. Because you blame everyone else but yourself. You blame the whole world, neglect your actions in life. Neglect your actions in life. It will get you nowhere. And this is the thing where this is why a lot of women can't handle being an adult. They can't handle the real world. Because like, one, they're not thinking straight because it's all emotional, right? No critical thinking, all emotional. And that is a big danger. That is dangerous when you go about the world, right? Particularly, it's harmful towards your life. When you go about things just how you go about emotion, how about use your brain, right? Use your brain to do shit. Ridiculous. What do you guys think? I got a fun video for you guys. Now, I'm going to say this, right?
This is Jenna, and this is Bree. And they're some of the most talented basketball
All right, I got a fun video for you guys. I'm not a sports guy. All right, I'm not. The only thing I like to watch is UFC. Right, so I'm not a big sports guy, but you know, I want to watch this out. I wanted to check this out with you guys. I think this will be fun. But yes, let's check this out. I think this will be fun. I don't know if you guys check this out. It's so it's. But let's fight. Let's check it out.
This is Jenna, and this is Bree. And they're some of the most talented basketball creators on the internet. And they said they can beat Justin and I in any basketball challenge because girls are better. So today, we are competing in 100 of the craziest basketball challenges to answer the question, who is better at basketball? Let's go!
Number 31, let me get that.
Pop the giant balloon.
Let's go!
We have 100 of the craziest challenges on this wall, and the team that pulls the win card will be the champion.
Wait, this is not the. This is not the same. Ah, okay. No, this is the one.
Here are.
Okay, this is the one. This is the one, right? This is the one where this was interesting. I'm not a sports guy. I only usually watch UFC, but you know, there's been so much talk about the WNBA, so I thought this would be interesting. It might be fun, right? Hopefully you guys will like it. So let's check this out. Oh, I'm a big UFC guy, right? Here's the thing where I want to talk. What? The Rampage thing. Cooked. I think he should be cooked. I think the whole Rampage son thing, he should be put in jail, right? That guy was a fucking idiot. Right? Absolute idiot. So, yeah.
Our pro woman hoopers, and here are middle school prodigies. And today we're going to find out if pro women are better at basketball than middle school prodigies.
Now we better not lose this time, okay? That was embarrassing.
They lost last time. To him. He was high schoolers.
The first challenge is 1v1, king of the court. First to score 7 points will get a point for their team.
If you guys like it, maybe we'll check the high school one. Let's see. But they're fighting I mean, they're not fighting. They're going up against middle schoolers.
Okay, Aisha's up first against Ernesto. Ernesto's in middle school. Aisha has literally played in the WNBA, and she's the best pro woman hooper here. That's 1 point.
Let her shoot! Let her shoot! Let her shoot! Another baby! Another baby! Shoot! Oh yeah, we on that. Yeah!
Oh, that's the defense.
Yeah!
That's crazy. That middle schooler is like, either he's really tall or she's really short.
Ready with the three? Oh! Score is 2-1. Okay, Freddie is in 8th grade. Then now the score is 3-1. Whoever wins the most challenges before the 4v4 will start with a 3-point lead in the 4v4 matchup. And you don't want to miss that.
Why are you so weak? They in middle school, they don't know what aggression is. They're fouling him like he's prime LeBron.
Come on, Freddie! Come on, Freddie!
Freddie pulls up from the top of the key. Bang! Freddie drives with a scoop layup and bang! Game point, game point!
Come on, Freddie.
Crossover, step back, 3-pointer for the win. And the boys have won. And have received 1 point for the challenges. Whoever wins the most challenges will start with a 3-point lead in the 4v4. And that game is the only game that really matters to prove if pro women are better than middle school prodigies.
Oh, he's good.
I don't know why they would do this, right? I mean, like for the women thing, this is a lose-lose thing, right? This is a lose-lose thing. I mean, if you lose against middle schoolers, I mean, come on. You should stop playing ball. And if you win, you just won against middle schoolers.
Good shot.
He's a top 30 ranked 8th grader in the nation.
8th grader?
Well, Freddie, you cooked.
Yeah,
it's a Freddie thing.
Let's go to the next challenge. Both teams are sending a shooter to represent their team.
My name is Janae Barnes, and I am 5 years in pro.
My name's Freddie, and I'm 14 years old. I'm in 8th grade. I've been playing my whole life.
Do you think you're gonna win against Freddie?
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun.
Okay. Freddie, you think you're gonna win?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I like the confidence. The next challenge is a 3-point relay races. There are 5 3-pointers across the entire arc, and the team that makes all 5 shots first will win this challenge. We're doing best 2 out of 3. First up, we got Janae versus Freddie. 3, 2, 1, go!
Yup, that's it.
Go, Freddie! First shot.
Take your time, Freddie. Wait, we good.
Okay, Freddie's taking an early lead. Uh-oh. Freddie's already onto the top of the key.
God damn, she sucks at shooting.
Freddie's already on the final second. Freddie's already on the final shot.
Freddie, walk him down! Walk him down! You know what? I'm a big, I was, right? Before watching UFC, I was a big WWF fan, right? I was a big wrestling fan. The Attitude Era, that was my era. I mean, like, seriously, that was the best era. I mean, like, nothing better. To be honest, I would love to react to some wrestling videos or UFC videos, but they will copyright strike you quickly. So that's annoying.
And it is best 2 out of 3 for this challenge, but they've already taken 1 dub.
Yeah, this is the thing where my thing is with the Rampage Sun thing. What he did is, like, if you saw everything, okay? So he got hit in the head with the can. The guy thought that it was thought it was like a storyline. The guy learned out that it wasn't a storyline. The guy, that Rampage Sun, wasn't a part of it. It was nothing. So he literally came up to the guy, said sorry. He apologized. This is the thing where, be a fucking man, right? He accepted that guy's sorry. If you didn't, you know what? If you didn't accept it, right? If you were still angry, how about, call the police on him, right? Fuck it, right? Call the police on him because he attacked you, and just let the police deal with it. But no, the man, he lowered his pride, right? He lowered his pride, came to the guy, said sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you, right? I thought it was a storyline or whatever. So come to a man to say sorry to him. Literally. Okay? A man that comes to say sorry to you, shit, what the fuck are you? I mean, like, it's man to man. He's saying sorry to you. And then you accept the sorry, right? You accept it. Right? You accept the sorry. And then they talk to you and they want to include you in a potential an actual storyline. Okay, you agreed to it. But you shouldn't have, because you suck at it, right? You don't know how to fake shit. You don't know how to do this, what the pro wrestling is. Fine. You should have said no, but he said yes because he wanted to hurt the guy. He wanted to attack the guy. That's why he said yes. Not because he wanted to fucking act or do a storyline, a bit or anything. No, he said yes because he wanted to hurt the guy. You are a low-level human being. Low-level human being. Okay? You use violence needless. The guy didn't attack you because he wanted to attack you. He thought it was fake. He said sorry because he knew that you weren't a part of it. It's like, this is the problem, right? Where we have some men that do not know to handle emotion. And this is the problem where it seemed like he did because, right, when you have time to think, right, it's not like things happen seconds after each other. No, you had time to think, and you were still in your emotion. You were still uncontrollable. You deserve to be put in jail because you are a disgusting, dangerous human being.
Freddie! Second person that you guys will want to go, Bree. We got Bree. All right, Ollie's going.
My name is Ollie, and I'm 15 years old. I just finished 8th grade.
Bree is the shittiest point guard.
I didn't see that. What? Cyborg? I didn't see Cyborg doing something. That's interesting.
War general I've ever met. Ready? 3, 2.
Really, whiskey? You know what? This is the thing where I do want to collect coins, right? I would like to collect bullion, right? I do want to collect bullions and stuff, but that's, I don't know. That seems like it's down the road for me, right? But I do want to collect gold and stuff. I think that's really cool. That's really cool.
2, 1, go! Oh, they're both stopping. It was looking like Bree could win this round until Oliver did this.
Let's go, Oliver. Ollie, that's a foul.
Mind game, trying to get in the way, but then she misses a shot. Ollie's already at the top of the key. Okay. Don't worry. Bree is there too, top of the key. Oh.
Definitely, you got invest in gold. Gold is amazing investment. I learned throughout the year, gold is an amazing investment. I really want to buy some bullion, right? Some bars. I really want to buy some bars.
And the boys have won another challenge.
My God, boy.
Middle school boys are different. And just like that, they have won 2 challenges. The ladies have 0.
You're telling me, you know, most of these, right? I won an auction, right? Pretty much all my collection, eBay auctions. They're dangerous, right? They're dangerous. Auctions are dangerous because it's a high. So no, I think they're not easy.
Challenges. Let's go to the next one. Next challenge we have is knockout. 3, 2, 1.
Move. Get her out! Get her out! Get her out! No, Ollie, get her out! Ollie, get her out!
And just like that, the first pro woman has been eliminated.
My hands are already sweat!
No knocks! No knocks!
I'm
No
about to
knocks!
knock his
No
ball
knocks!
Oh, he knocked it out! He's out! He's out!
No knocks! Because he knocked, one boy has been eliminated.
Yeah.
And Monty has been eliminated. Another pro woman has been eliminated.
Bro, Flip, what are we talking about?
Yeah. Another pro woman has been eliminated. No other than Freddie.
Foot pressure! Foot pressure! Oh, get her out!
There's only 2 pro women left.
Wait, he didn't do it like that.
Oh, pro Aisha. Playing smart.
Don't cheat! Don't cheat now. You have to have one in.
Really? Because they're coins, right? Because they have the value of the coin itself.
And there's 4 middle school boys left and 1 pro woman left. We're gonna go 1v1 until there's one final winner. 3, 2, 1, go! Aisha versus Freddie. Freddie cannot miss. It is gonna be a cardio game. Aisha's gonna literally play overseas next week. Both of them were not missing at all. But Freddie is him. Freddie is him.
Oh, she's gone.
And this is where things started to get chippy between the boys and the girls.
You did the same thing! He did the same thing!
I get it. I do understand that. You know, the value of the money itself or the minting. Yeah.
Reset.
He hit it through the net!
No more knocks. 3, 2, 1, go!
He shoots here every day. Get out, bye.
And Isaac has been eliminated for knocking. The boys have won another challenge. They're up 3-0. The next challenge is a time relay race. There are 5 shots on the court right now, and the team that makes all 5 shots in the shortest amount of time will win this challenge. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Yanni!
Oh my gosh.
She missed the first shot.
Not missing this shot.
You gotta go quick. You
doing a
gotta pass
triple pass.
quick.
Valiant effort for a rebound. They kept missing shots, and they can't afford to lose another challenge. Another shot. Oh,
GG's, bro. It's raps, bro. It's raps, bro.
Here we go. Pass out. They're just starting off slow. I didn't think they could still win the 4v4. Half-court shot's going to be huge.
That's not even half court, bro. Go. She stepped over the edge. There it is.
1 minute, 0.09 seconds.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. All right, the boys are up. What time do you think you'll get?
30 seconds.
Boys saying 30 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Vanessa's a great rebounder. She's tall. They got a great shot.
Hey, y'all came in here and practiced this.
3 for 3. Top of the key. Oliver was shooting lights out earlier, but he missed. Another miss. Oh, okay.
It was Fred.
Freddie, the killer. Oh, if he would have made that first shot, I think the crowd would have went wild.
That's game. That's it. Oh!
Pressure is on. Oh, down. 42 seconds.
43 seconds.
What have you been doing? Laughing Man. What do you mean? Making it from scratch for 5 years? What is that? What have you been making from scratch?
We good. We have 20 seconds.
Yeah, let's go.
46
right here,
seconds.
Freddie.
No, Freddie, walk in.
No help.
I just ate for you, gang.
Yeah.
5, 4,
tired.
3, 2.
Oh, yeah. Take that
The pro women have won their first challenge.
out.
Yeah, let's go. The score right now is 3-1. Ladies are catching up. On to the next challenge. Next, we have basketball trivia. Best 2 out of 3. If you make the three-pointer, you get to answer the question. First question: who invented basketball?
Hey, air ball is crazy.
All right,
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know.
Bye-bye.
I know the face. I don't remember the name.
5, 4, 3. You don't know?
I don't even know.
Both of
I mean, bro, you do it. I mean, okay. I mean, yo, if you're gonna make some videos, go for it. I'm down. Go for it. I don't. Okay, videos how I make it from scratch. Okay.
them don't know. Next question: what NBA player is known as the King?
King James. LeBron James. LeBron James.
LeBron James. Correct.
Yeah.
Will Chamberlain. That is 1 point for the boys. What does the NBA stand for?
National Basketball Association.
Shoot it.
Bro, no! I said National Basketball
That is
Association.
correct.
Yeah!
He answered the question before making the shot, so you have to say the answer one more time for it to count. All right, it's 2-1. How many players are allowed on the court during a game from one team?
5.
That is correct, and the boys have won this round. The score now overall in challenges is 4 challenges won by the boys, 1 challenge won by the ladies. The next challenge is last and missed free throw. The last team to survive will win this challenge.
Just
Are you
don't
ready?
miss it.
All right. Bang! I should say, free throws are free. You should not be missing these. Ooh, another person safe. Boy safe.
I didn't miss my shit.
I'm in front of Nita.
I'm in front of you.
Gianni safe.
Oh, wow. How he threw that up. Oh!
And first person has been eliminated. Ray's not gonna miss. Bree, not gonna miss. He's not gonna miss. Oh, Boogie's eliminated. Should have had Ernesto in. Monty's safe.
Bro, come on.
Oh no! Well, another pro woman has been eliminated. Oh my goodness, almost missed. 4 middle school pro.
I don't know what you guys think. It's kind of. I only saw this from TikTok, so it's more boring than I thought. I'm not a big basketball fan. I like highlights are cool, right? But they're quick and get to the point. But this is kind of boring. But I thought it was funny just to see middle schoolers giving pro women a very competition. It's funny. No, I think you understand me wrong, but I'm saying I'll make it. I'm just going to upload it soon, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, bro. You do it, and I'll check it out. I want to see what you got. I want to see what you're, what you're cooking with. Yeah, it's like I'm not a fan, but like I said, sometimes I watch highlights and stuff. So, it is what it is. All right, so let's do this. Let's end out on this, right? We'll end out on this. The theme of the video, right? Since I was doing feminism across the sea, let's soccer nerd. Oh, that's really cool. I don't know. I can never get into soccer. I've never gotten into soccer, so I don't know. It's not for me. But like I said, I'm not saying I'm a UFC nerd, but if there's any sport I watch, it's UFC. Oh, yeah, MMA. Yep, it's if any sport I watch is MMA. So, all right. So let's end out on this, right? We'll end out on this. This will be it. All right, let's finish with this one. All right, so let's check this one out.
Gold diggers are facing a credit crash. In Shanghai, luxury afternoon tea deals have turned into group buys with steep discounts, and luxury goods resellers are quietly offering second-hand items at discounted prices. A surreal reality is unfolding. What was once hailed as the strongest business model of the 21st century, the gold digger economy is now facing a massive collapse. Gold digger or
Do you do Laughing Man? Do you do whatchamacallit? What is it? Smelting, right? Is it smelting? Is it like you boil down what was it called, bowling? You melt down rare earth metals like gold and silver. Whoa, I watched that shit. There's a creator that I watch. Really cool. I really like his stuff. So I watch it often. I think that's a good niche, right, bro? If you do it, I think I'll support that, right? I like that shit, right? Where there's the creator I watch where he goes to find any kind of spare parts. If you find copper or gold or silver or I don't know what any kind of precious metal, right? He melts it down and pours it into like pre-made pre-made shapes already, right? They're already pre-made shapes like booleans and stuff. So yeah, try Morgan dollars minted in. Okay, it's like I do want to collect gold or gold coins and stuff, but they're expensive.
Baonu, as it's called in mainland China, is a term used for women who abandon their dignity and use their body.
That's the thing. I love my chat because sometimes I can't think of something. My chat is there for me. This is what it's like, I'm thinking.
Bodies and souls to get money. The term originated in Guangdong, where local people referred to outsiders trying to make a living in Guangdong as Lao Song or brothers in Mandarin. It later evolved into referring to women from other provinces who spoke Mandarin and were seen as vain, wanting to take advantage of others for financial gain.
The gold digger scene has changed. It's not the same as it was a few years ago. It's now more covert and hard to spot. If you get involved, it can end very badly.
The host explains that 3 years ago, the approach was mostly about keeping you hanging, making you imagine things, and getting you to spend money. Now, guys are harder to deceive. They've been tricked before and learned to avoid it. Today's gold diggers have upgraded their tactics. They'll let you taste a little sweetness, or even put in some effort themselves to make you feel like it's genuine. But it's the same as before, with no real difference once you're in a committed relationship. Once the relationship is established, they'll fall back on the old tricks, looking for reasons to argue, coldly ignoring you without reason. If you don't give something, and if you don't make it up to her, you're in big trouble. It used to be that they'd get rid of you quickly. Now they invite you in, trap you, and then make things worse. They might even accuse you of something serious, like assault. These covert gold diggers are becoming more and more common. You might think you found true love, falling hard for someone, but you end up in a scam. In reality, it's hard for men to stay clear-headed, especially when they're infatuated. A first-generation entrepreneur shared his own story of being scammed.
I was scammed by a gold digger out of over $1,000,000 yuan. Did you know that? You might not believe it, thinking it's impossible for someone like me, a first-generation entrepreneur earning millions a year. But I'm telling you, the final evaluation I gave her was a top-tier gold digger who ruined my view of love.
The man explains that last year he was sent on social media by a very pure and beautiful female college student. She reminded him of his first love from university, and he was immediately attracted. But because the man...
I'll say this, right? My opinion with gold diggers, I don't hate on people. I don't hate on women that can extract money from you, right? I've always believed this, where I'm a big advocate for accountability. So let's say this, because these men were fooled by looks, right? By how attractive this woman is. Well, these men gave money to these women. Well, you're only to blame. No one forced you to give money to these women. You were simping on these women. So at the end of the day, it's about accountability. It's about self-respect. It's about boundaries. And I've said this before, where we as men, our biggest weakness is women and our lust. That is our biggest weakness. If we as men can control that, we are fucking dangerous. If men can control their biggest weakness, women and their lust, we as men will be dangerous. No one will be able to manipulate us. No one will be able to control us. We will then be leaders of our lives.
Wasn't lacking in women, they lost contact. One night, it was pouring rain, and the girl called him, crying and asking him to come pick her up. Soft-hearted, he drove over 100 kilometers to get her. The next day, he took her shopping for clothes and then dropped her back at school. A few days later, the girl...
I don't mind. Plug it. It's okay. I don't mind to check it out. Right? This is the thing where I support men hustling, men getting their shit up, right? I'm trying to, make something of themselves. I'm a big supporter of that. Slabbing costs about 20, 30. Yeah. It's not easy to find the right coin and stuff. So I've been trying to. Do I have one? I have one.
Paid him back for the clothes. He thought she was a good girl, smart, and appreciative.
No, Lenny, I don't really game. I don't. Gaming is not my a really hobby of mine. So no, I don't really game that much. I maybe once in a blue moon, right? I've played some shooter games, right? Call of Duty sometimes. In the past, I played Fortnite a bit, but I'm not that big of a gamer. Plus, it's like, it's hard. I don't have that much excess time to do that kind of hobby, even if it's a cool hobby.
After 3 months, they were almost in a relationship. On a trip to the countryside, when booking a room, the girl didn't refuse to share a room. At first, everything seemed fine, but soon her behavior became more suggestive. At that point, the man was no longer thinking clearly. By then, a call came in from a friend asking how he was doing. The friend warned him to be careful and said he knew a billionaire who got scammed by a female college student for millions. The man decided to stop and didn't sleep with the girl. However, the next day, things took a turn. The girl told him, "You've already been with me. If we don't confirm the relationship, I'll expose everything." The man said, in the end, he was tricked out of over $1,000,000. At the time, he still had plenty of money and didn't think much of the amount, but when he met up with his friends and started talking, he realized many of them had similar experiences. He found out that there was an entire organization behind these women. The boss would infiltrate various companies, do background checks on young bosses. If the boss had a soft spot for beautiful women, they'd reel them in slowly, spending months building trust, fastening them up before making their move. They had a whole standard operating procedure for training top-tier gold diggers. One typical example of a gold digger is Zhai Xingxing. Zhai was the ex-wife of Su Xiangmao, the founder of WePhone. In March 2017, Zhai met Su Xiangmao through a dating website, and they married in June.
You know what? Like, I'm not a big sports collector, but I was happy that I got this one right here. All right? Because this is like, Otani, right? When he was like going through his run recently, I think it was last year or a year before that, he was going through his run. I really wanted to get this, right? I really wanted to get this, and I thought it was cool. It's a 9. I thought it was cool, right? I really wanted to get this, so I do love collecting. I do love collecting. That's why I try. I'm iffy with doing the money thing because, man, I have a addictive personality, right? I have addictive personality. I will keep on buying, and I don't know. It's kind of dangerous, right? That's why I had to stop. All this shit, I had to really stop myself. I had to stop myself from buying. So, I don't know. It might not be a healthy thing for me.
In July 2017, they divorced. 1 month later, on the night of September 7th, 2017, Su Xiangmao ended his life in a hotel in Beijing. In his note, Su wrote that during their divorce, Zhai demanded 10 million yuan and a property in Hainan, threatening to report his company for tax evasion, which led to his financial collapse. In March 2023, a Beijing court ruled that Zhai must return nearly 10 million yuan to Su's family, deeming her coercion during the divorce a key factor in his death. In June 2023, Zhai was arrested on charges of extortion. The trial began on January 1st, 2025. Zhai admitted guilt, expressed regret, and apologized to Su's family, but they refused to accept her apology. The prosecution charged her with extorting a particularly large sum, 11.99 million yuan, successfully obtaining 8.59 million and attempting to extort another 3.
Yeah, this is disgusting. It really is. This is why I said, right? I've said this before. Men's biggest weakness is women and their lust. And our lust. That is our biggest weakness. Seriously. We are destroying ourselves because we are so weak to women. I've said this. If we can control that, we are dangerous. Because our only weakness, in my opinion, is women. That is it. Our lust, women, that is our only weakness. If we can control that, I think men will be, it will be dangerous.
4 million. Before marrying Su Xiangmao, Zhai Xingxing had already gone through 2 marriages, both of which were flash marriages and flash divorces. On January 17th, 2011, Zhai married a university classmate who came from a well-off family. However, by April 1st of the same year, they divorced, with the man paying her 200,000 yuan as settlement. After 2012, Zhai moved her household registration to Beijing and entered her second marriage with a man named Li Tiejun. This marriage, too, ended in a flash divorce. Third husband was Su Xiangmao, born in 1981 in a mountainous area of Fujian. After earning a master's degree from Beijing University of Posts and Communications, Su became a programmer and later started his own tech company, developing a mobile app for sending text messages and making phone calls. After just 2 weeks of knowing Zhai, Su gifted her a car worth nearly 1 million yuan. In addition,
2 weeks. This thing for fucking men are simp. This is shit like this, right? This is why men's content is so important. Shit like this is why men's content is so important. Remember what we just said with that woman with that says male friends? This is the thing. Men don't wake up until it's too late. Men won't wake up to it until it's too late. We will simp. We will go overboard. We would think we're nice. We think we're gentlemen. We think and then she will fuck up your life. And then what? Right? No care. Right? That's the shit. That's the shit. Why men's content is so important. To wake up men from this bullshit.
He gave her bags worth tens of thousands of yuan, diamond rings worth hundreds of thousands, and a 3.2 million yuan house in Hainan, with both their names on the title. Cai Xing's pattern of flash marriages, quick divorces, and money-grabbing behavior is typical of gold diggers. These women don't marry for the purpose of creating a stable family, but for money. Before marriage...
That's the thing. I'm telling you, right? If men can control their lust and their desire for women, men will be so disciplined. More men will accomplish more shit, right? More men will accomplish more shit, and less men will be destroyed. Yes, I mean, like, I get it. Men suffer alone for a very long time. I get it, but it's like, you know what? If we can control ourselves, control our weakness, we will achieve better. We will achieve essentially greatness. And once you become a better man, right, the best man you can, you will understand no one can manipulate you. No one can control you. No one can fool you, right? Where you are the leader of your own life. So if you go, you can see the manipulators, right? You choose a woman. You have boundaries. No woman's going to cross your boundary. You're not going to give her a car 2 weeks into knowing her.
Marriage, they keep men hanging, getting them to buy expensive gifts. Shortly after marriage, they divorce, aiming to take the property. Apart from Cai Xing's case, many people on social media have shared their own encounters with gold diggers. One man said, "I don't even dare to chat with women now. While chatting, suddenly she gets hungry, her phone breaks, she runs out of credit, she has no clothes to wear, no perfume, no foundation, no makeup, no sunscreen, and her birthday's coming up. It's like I'm guilty, chatting her into poverty." I once went on a blind date. On our first shopping trip, she said she wanted a new phone. We visited every phone store in town. I told her I can sponsor 2,000 yuan, but that was all I had. After that, she got upset and said she didn't want to shop anymore and wanted to go home. The next day, the matchmaker called, saying I was being stingy or something. It really pissed me off. Another man said, once, a girl I met through a friend wanted to go shopping for clothes. The first thing she picked out was a jacket that cost 7,000 to 8,000 yuan. One outfit nearly cost 20,000 yuan. She asked me if she looked...
Halsey, thank you for stopping by. Yes. Can't shift that focus, right? That's why we have to really push ourselves. It's not easy. I agree. It's not easy. I mean, I had that problem like for years, right? Most of my adult life, only until, the last couple years where I had better focus.
Good in it, and I said she did, but she hesitated for a long time, just staring at me. I lowered my head and played with my phone.
Exactly. Waste of resources. I agree.
Later, I just went out to make a phone call. She didn't buy anything and never contacted me again. Another man recalled, a long time ago, I met a girl, and to show my generosity, I bought her a piece of clothing. We had dinner together, then went for a massage. The second time we met, she mentioned wanting an Hermes belt. I told her buying clothes for her was like feeding stray dogs and told her to get lost. Nowadays, many men are starting to be wary of women because they're all gold diggers. On top of the Da Tong incident, even if the woman seems like a good person, men will still be cautious and not give her too much power. These gold diggers have ruined the market, making it so that men no longer trust women. The relationship between men and women has become worse, and they've even made it so that good women don't have much of a market anymore. She referred to the Da Tong incident in Shanxi, where a couple, Xi and Wu, got engaged and then had relations after the engagement. Later, the woman changed her mind and reported that she was raped. The man presented evidence of the dowry and the engagement agreement, claiming the act was consensual. However, the court convicted him of rape and he appealed.
What the hell? Serious? I've said this, right? Men are not just like the shit men are doing, like in America, isn't out of nowhere. Men aren't doing shit out of nowhere. Men seen it, right? Men experience this shit. This is why this is why dating is so different. Because women have destroyed it. Women have changed how the dating market is.
In April of this year, the case went to trial, and the Shanxi Datong Intermediate Court upheld the original ruling, sentencing Xi to 3 years in prison for sexual assault. However, the man still insisted that no actual sexual relations had occurred. The Datong case caused a huge stir. Men are now worried that marriage could lead to similar accusations. Coupled with China's rapidly deteriorating economic environment and less money in their pockets, more men are choosing not to marry. Data from the first quarter of 2025 shows that 1.81 million couples registered for marriage in China, a decrease of 159,000 compared to the previous year. Meanwhile, the number of divorces has increased by 57,000. As Chinese men wake up to the situation,
the poison of feminism. The poison of feminism. Again, it's a mirror image to America. That's why it proves the results, right? The consequences of feminism.
And the economy worsens, gold diggers have completely lost their market, causing a collapse. For example, the number of women applying for consumer loans has skyrocketed, overdue loan rates have surged, and these women, once seen as goddesses, are now defaulters. Some say this is the realization of modern men facing the survival rules of a consumerist battlefield. They're beginning to vote with their feet and counter the economic model. In the past, men would empty their wallets to make their loved ones smile, take out online loans for simple I love you, buy lipstick, fly for limited edition bags, book 5-star hotels, and arrange candlelit dinners, providing both material and emotional value. Now the pendulum has swung in the opposite direction. Lipstick is sitting unsold, flowers are wilting on the stands, the diamond myth is shattered, and luxury goods sales have sharply decreased. But gold diggers are still addicted to consumerism, needing luxury bags, brand name shoes, expensive skincare, and regular cosmetic procedures. As a result, they're spending more and more money, accumulating more and more debt, while growing increasingly dependent on men. Little do they know, men are rebelling against one-sided giving, and a quiet revolution is unfolding. This change is causing major losses across 6 industries. Analysts say that the luxury goods sector is the hardest hit. According to a report by Bain Capital, a well-known investment firm, in 2024, the sales of luxury goods in mainland China dropped by 18 to 20%. Gold diggers who can't find work are now relying on selling luxury items to get by. Over the past decade, China's second-hand luxury goods market has grown 7 times. The main sellers are gold diggers, and the buyers are mostly young people. Next, various industries that focus on packaging and ritualistic experiences have collapsed. A typical day for a gold digger involves waking up in the afternoon, putting on makeup, having afternoon tea, and taking photos in a stylish cafe to post on social media. Then she meets a man or shares fishing tips with her friends. However, since 2023, high-end restaurants in cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen have been closing down. Those that survived saw their revenue drop by 60%. High-end milk tea brands are struggling to stay afloat. The third industry affected is personal consumer loans. Men no longer borrow money to impress women, and these women, unable to pay their debts, have become defaulters. Last year, all 6 major state-owned banks saw an increase in non-performing loans in the personal consumer loan sector. On one hand, they couldn't recover the money they lent, and on the other, they couldn't lend out new money. By early 2025, some banks reduced the interest rates on consumer loans to below 3%, and in some cases, as low as 2%.
This is why I said where men are just sitting back and watching the world that women have now created burn down. Right? The collapse of things, the decline of things, whatever. Men are sitting back and watching the world women have created burn down.
2.5%. Of course, the overall economic downturn is a contributing factor, with everyone tightening their belts. But the collapse of the
Really, I didn't know that. It's the I didn't know alcoholic like women consuming alcohol at an alarming rate like that. I didn't know that. Interesting.
gold digger economy and the marriage and dating economy has played a significant role as well. The fourth industry to suffer is the debutante training programs. Women looking for rich husbands were spending anywhere from a few thousand to tens of thousands of yuan on these programs. These programs taught them how to manipulate men. But as the gold digger economy collapsed, many women realized the training wasn't helpful, so they started asking for refunds or even reported the instructors for fraud, leading to a number of training institutions collapsing. In April of this year, the former gold-digging queen and popular relationship coach Shu Da Nuren, who earned 150 million yuan a year and had millions of followers, was reported to have evaded 7.6 million yuan in taxes and had her business shut down overnight. Not only did the training programs collapse, but
Whiskey, my super ego controls my lust. Amazing. So I don't act. I love that. I have also been lusted after. I never understood why, but it was the reason for being semi-pro in Key West. Interesting. Again, I commend anyone who can control themselves, who has discipline.
Self-media platforms that promoted the elite woman lifestyle also went out of business. The fifth industry affected is the medical aesthetics industry. In the past, many women received cosmetic treatments funded by their boyfriends, and the industry grew rapidly. However, this year, there has been an unusual downturn. The three companies known as the Three Musketeers of the medical aesthetics industry have all seen revenue declines. The Huaxi Biotech's revenue dropped by 20.77% in the first quarter, losing over 1 billion yuan. Aimeke dropped by 17.9%, and Haohai Biotech decreased by 4.5%. Finally, the online dating platforms are also in trouble. These platforms used to be popular with men, but men have started realizing that many of the women on these sites are gold diggers. What seemed like dates for love were actually just schemes to get meals and gifts. The top two dating apps in China have seen their performance decline for 5 consecutive years. Men's money is now being spent on outdoor gear, fishing, and sports. When relationships...
You hear that? Men's money are now outdoor gears, fishing, and sports. Men are now spending their money on their fucking selves. Right? That's the shit I'm trying to promote. Care about yourself. Self-respect. Self-love. Because this is the thing. At the end of the day, if you don't care for yourself, no one will. I'm a big supporter of that. A mirror image to the U.S. Men are waking up. Men are tired of this shit.
Are based on money, men end up being taken advantage of. Chinese men are officially saying goodbye to the simp mentality, and as a result, the situation for gold diggers will naturally get worse. If society as a whole returns to traditional morals, with both men and women being less materialistic and cherishing their connections, perhaps this would be the way forward for relationships in China.
I mean, like, us as men do hope that it could go back to how it used to be, right? Where love was important, but I'm doubting it. I'm definitely doubting it. I don't think it will go back. What do you guys think? All right, guys. Thank you, Eva Eddie. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Thank you for the love. Thank you for all the support. You guys are all amazing. Evil Eddie, Palsy, Whiskey. You are crazy. The support you give me is amazing, right? I love you, my brother. I love you. Lenny. Let's see, Laughing Man. I love you. All you guys are amazing. Sham. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. Thank you. Big Bars was here. Thank you, my brother, for stopping by. Mark. Thank you for stopping by. I love you. Red Door Woman. Thank you for stopping by. You guys are all amazing. All the love and support you guys show me it touches my heart, right? I love you guys. Can't go back only for it. I agree. This is why I don't think we're gonna go backwards. I don't think we're gonna go backwards. So this is all we doing is watching the world women have created burn down. So, all right, guys. I love you guys. Right? Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support. Hope you guys have a good night. All right. Later, guys.